2. Okay, we got audio.
Got something?
I got something.
There we go. Good evening, folks. I think we're back with you. Yeah, can you give us a little more in our...
Yeah, you keep going. Something's not right, so I'm going to have to... It's going to be on a little delay.
All right. We're going to try to keep this stuff so you're away, folks.
Okay, we got audio.
Hey, we're back here at Lancaster Field tonight. As we just had our Hornets host. Again, they're a legit force and something that we knew, and the rivalry there that we have with them, we knew that they were going to be a pretty legit team this year. We were talking about them and Broadhead Judah kind of being, our top 2 watches.
Yep.
So yeah, we're coming back here live to you at Vitus Strip Field. A nice kickoff from Zach Hiller's a nice deep kick, and it's going to get muffed on the 5-yard line by Gildersleeve, who is going to get some yardage and a flag on the play.
This one's probably going to come back a little bit, I think. Probably a block in the back, hold, something where you typically see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lancaster on offense first, and this is kind of what we're going to talk about in the pregame, Jerry. Lancaster's QB, Jacob Duvall, number 12. Keep your eyes on him. We're going to probably be calling his name a ton tonight. This kid's a stud.
Both. Yeah.
My goodness. We were looking at his stats in those games that Jerry listed off. Combined passing and running and rushing, he's just under 1,400 yards. I mean, the kid can do it all, and he's just a big physical kid.
Yeah, he's a big specimen. We got a chance to see him firsthand tonight in person, and he's a big kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to contend with him, that's for sure.
And the other thing, Jerry, you and I were talking a little bit about before too, kind of watching some of their film. I noticed their running back, Peyton Alvarado. Somebody's going to help me out on that. Alvarado, probably. So he's a junior. He's 5'7", 175. He's kind of a load to bring down. And then their targeted receiver is going to be number 14, Brady Oyen, who's a senior. Remember calling his name a little bit last year. There's Oyen right now. Yep.
Oh,
and
nice
brought down by Wes Bosworth.
Nice defensive play.
They tried to expose our flats, and Jerry, that was something else I was going to mention before we got started. Lancaster does their homework, we do ours. And
that was actually Drew Poles on the play.
Was that Poles? Oh, yeah, it was. Drew Poles
playing some defense tonight.
All right.
That's awesome. Came up nice, big loss on the play.
Yeah. Puts him back another 4 yards, so second about 14. Look for a passing situation here, or for Duvall to keep it on his feet and find a seam.
That was a nice play. Great job, Drew.
So, and expect Lancaster to try to exploit our flats, and here he goes out to that side right now.
He's just keeping it to the outside, and they got blocking in front of him.
Yeah, they do, and away he goes. And this kid, I'm telling you, and it's exactly what needed to be done, and I think that's number, is that 28? Is that Brady Dosh? 28? They have to bring him down by the legs. Duvall, you are not going to arm tackle this kid. You are not going to be able to get up on his shoulder pads and drag him down. He will just keep carrying you with him. He's just a stud.
He's one of the biggest kids on the field.
Yeah, if not the biggest kid.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Yeah, and mobile.
And very athletic. You can
Here
see
he goes.
That
Perkins is on to him. Oh, he's dragging him. Almost. And it's going to come back to West. And there you can just see what I just said.
You can't sit and watch the game. Yeah. Uh-oh. Brady Oyen.
And you that's a perfect example of what I was just talking about. Oyen first got, Duvall first got a hand on him by Perkins. He slipped that, and then I think it was Colton Stibbe that came in to try and take him down. He slipped that. Teague got back up and was going to drill him, and right before he did that, Duvall passes that thing in a completion for a huge first down.
Yeah,
the kid is just big.
Our secondary was kind of standing flat-footed, watching to see if the guy was going to get sacked.
Right. Right.
You play to the whistle.
Yep.
You got to play to the
Here's
whistle.
a keeper from Duvall. And oh, just about. And this is going to be, take a look at who caught that. Number 5, that's Mitchell Wolf. And I didn't see who was on the tackle on that one.
But it was just over the outstretched hands, I believe, of Alec McDonald.
Alec McDonald or Brady Dosh, one of the two on that side. I think it might have been Dosh on that one.
Okay.
But yeah, he just about went up to get that. Yeah, Brady Dosh is playing on that left side right now, as you can see, number 28.
Just got it over his outstretched hands.
Yep. And Lancaster's marching down the field after it looked like, right away we got that sack or that negative yardage play. Here's another nice one. But again, it's tackling.
Yep.
Lee Fingerson on the tackle there.
Yep. No, they've ran that a couple times already, and we've covered it very well.
Right.
Again, the key is get the tackle.
And that's it.
Make the tackle, get people to the football, and bring the guy down.
You're seeing that every single one of these guys out there with yellow pants and a white jersey, that they are not going to just, get hit by first contact and fall over. I'm guaranteeing you will not see it, and I'm sure the coaching staff had preached that all week to these kids.
Yep. What they're doing is they're just getting the ball out to their athletes in the flat and letting them create. Oh, there's a bad snap.
All right.
It's still loose. It's
still live?
loose.
And I think Lancaster's going to retain possession, but that was Teague Perkins all over that. And that is going to be the thing, Jerry, for tonight for our defense is pressure on Duvall, but containment on him too.
Yep,
as you've already seen, he's got legs. He will move. You can get to him, but if you don't take him down, he's going to go north and south.
So 3rd and long. Let's come up big here. We've had decent coverage. We can't be flat-footed until that whistle's done. It's just
back for the pass is Duvall. Here comes the rush.
Look at that.
And going. Drew Paul's on. Nice. Drew Paul's on the coverage. Intended for Oyen, number 14. It's an incomplete pass, so
Excellent
4th down.
Coverage.
And Jerry, you can see on that play too, Hornets are bringing pressure.
Yep.
So you're going to see Lancaster adjust to that, I guarantee you. But I am also going to think that the defense is going to continue to bring that pressure. They're just going to keep coming at it. It looks like they're going to go ahead and try for this 4th down.
Well, and they're kind of in that no man's land.
Right.
Too far for a field goal.
Yep.
You could punt it. What do you gain from that? They're just going to go for it here.
So 4th and about 19, and Duvall's going to turn. And it's going to, almost picked off by Alec McDonald.
Actually, knocking it down ends up being a better play.
Yeah.
We're going to get way better field position. Nice play, Alec. Really nice play.
And Duvall just hung that ball up there. It was kind of a Hail Mary for him. He saw Perkins coming in for the tackle. He heaved it up there. He had 2 defenders back there and plenty of time for them to get back on there because they had a lot of arch on that ball. But you're right, Jerry. This is good field position.
So one thing you're seeing already, very important, is with our linebackers and our secondary, you gotta stay alive because this guy's going to extend plays.
Yes.
It's going to seem like, he's sacked. No, he's not.
No.
You got to make sure he's down.
Yep.
And you got to maintain your responsibility till the whistle.
Right.
And that's why they got the big gainer on that one drive.
Yep. All right, so Hornets take over on the 40-yard line. We're going to see what the first play from scrimmage is here. It looks like it's Teague Colton Stibbe. Nice run, but we got some flags coming in from the background. I got a feeling that might be a hold or an illegal block in the back.
Yep, that's not coming from the right spot. We're going to bring this one back.
Yep, it looks like it was a hold. Yep, that's a holding. So
that little inside counter play to Colton Stibbe, and
it worked nice.
It really did work nice, and he picked up some really good positive yards.
Yeah. He probably picked up about 6 or 7 yards in that, but now, we're coming back. And
this is reminiscent of last week.
And I don't like it. Wow. That's a 12-yard penalty.
Yep. That's because it happened in the backfield.
Yikes. Yeah, so it is from the spot of the foul. So if those of you folks watching at home, those kinds of calls, those offensive holding penalties and whatnot, they will call it from where the incident happened. So now we're looking at 1st and about 20, 21, something like that. Paul's in the shotgun, takes a snap, gets rid of it down the seam. And try to get it either
2 receivers in the same spot.
Yeah, Stibbe and Perkins were kind of in that same area, that slant pattern there towards the middle. And if you noticed, both Stibbe and Perkins had white jerseys right with them. That was a tight window for Drew to throw that into. All right, so here we come up with a 2nd down play. It looks like we're at 2nd and I'm going to call it 20, Jerry. It looks like it's about 20. Looks like Fingerson to the bottom of your screen. Stibbe in the slot. I think that's McDonald to the top.
Lancaster looks like they're in a 3-4 defense.
Yep. You got Thielman in the backfield. Pauls will be under centered. Here's a 3-4, and they do a lot like what Prairie does, and they walk those two outside linebackers up. He's going for Lee Fingerson. Oh,
right
man.
off the fingertips. Nice pass.
He tried to zero in on that ball, had his head turned, and it was kind of over his back shoulder, and he just couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, really a perfectly thrown ball.
It was a nice ball, right to the sideline where it needed to go.
The coverage was there.
It was.
But the ball was perfect.
Drew put it right where he needed to put it, and just didn't connect with Fingerson. So now we're looking at 3rd and 20.
He does. He throws that fade route really well.
Very nice. Puts that ball, like you're saying, Jerry, on that outside shoulder of the receiver, so the defender has a really tough time getting in to do anything with that ball.
Yep. Yeah, it was either incomplete or it's a completion. It's not going to be an interception.
Yeah.
Throwing it to the outside.
Yep.
All right, big play here, 3rd and 20.
Huge. Looks like Bosworth to the top. That's Stibbe in the slot. Fingerson to the bottom. Perkins is on your right side of your line. Paul's in the shotgun's going to take it.
Lancaster
He's going to throw it. Same play.
Safety.
Oh, my goodness. Miscommunication. You know, it could have been, I don't know, Jerry, and you tell me, when Leaf was breaking on that outside route, looked like maybe a little bit of a grab, but it wasn't going to affect the play necessarily.
If the ball's in the air, it's defensive holding,
right,
or pass interference, I'm sorry.
Yep.
So, there's that grab stuff is not allowed.
Right.
And we have seen quite a
few
of that this year.
Yep.
You're going to get away with some of it, I suppose, but. All right, let's see what Zach can do. Get us from field position again.
And it looks like, I think this is Brady Schmitz, number 11 back.
Pretty heavy pressure. They did get into Zach.
And here comes a flag.
And they hit the kicker.
And it's his kicking leg.
Well, we'll see how they interpret this one.
Yeah, it's his kicking leg.
Everyone so far this year has been the 5-yard variety. We've had a lot of them.
Right.
Zach tends to take a little extra time getting it off, and he gets roughed a lot, or run into at least. If this is roughing, this will be us. All right, what are we going to call here? No.
Okay, now they're saying they didn't hit the leg, but it looked like he hit the leg to me, Jerry, but I don't know.
Let's have instant replay.
Matt, can you hook us up with that, Matt? Instant replay.
Get the hood down on the field.
We're working on it. So
we're going to get another one of those 5-yard variety penalties that we've had a lot of this year, where they run into Zach. And what's going to have to happen here is just, get a little better blocking. Give him a little more time and let him get into one of his booming kicks. Did they get his kicking leg?
I just backed it up and looked. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, it looked like his leg was still up in the air. Anyway, Dax Kaufman checking in. QB for Lancaster is pronounced Divol. Thanks, Dax. I appreciate you letting us know that. Divol. Thank you.
Yeah, we want to get that right because we're going to be saying it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely want to get that right.
That kid's a force already.
Yeah, he is. Now what do we got? Is it going to back us up another 5?
Yeah.
False start, they're saying. Jeez.
So those 5 yards are going to go right back to where they were.
Yikes.
We'll be kicking from the same area, but hopefully with a little better protection.
Right.
And maybe Zach could speed it up a little bit, get it off a little sooner.
Yeah, let's hope.
They had heavy pressure. I thought maybe they were going to get it.
Right. Kent Simmons checking in. Homosassa, Florida, I'm guessing, Kent.
Oh,
thanks for checking
really
in.
Nice snap.
There we go.
Really nice snap.
Ran into him again, and they're not going to throw the flag. Jerry, I don't get it. I'm not exactly sure. Is he saying that he's hanging his leg up there? Like, I don't know. Anyway, all right, so now Lancaster's going to take over on their own 35, it looks like. Nick Graub checking in from Laredo, Texas. Thanks, Nick. And Mitchell Woodman from MSOE checking in, our former tech guy for the football team, our drone flyer.
You bet.
Thanks for checking in, Mitchell. Got 103 folks on right now. Thanks, everybody, for checking in. We really appreciate it. All right, so defense is back on the field, 35-yard line. Again, keep an eye on Divol. Number 12, he's a QB. Faking the handoff, and there he goes.
Right up the middle.
Yep. And again, 3 Hornets, and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take that look like Brown and Perkins and maybe Stibbe, I think, in on that tackle.
Yep, and just like the game film that we watched showed, everything kind of goes through Divol.
Yeah.
So it's, he does a lot of keeps.
Yeah. And he's good at selling the fakes too for the handoff. So keep that in mind.
Okay, here we got Trips to the right.
Yep.
Single receiver left.
And he's going that
behind
way.
The trips. And he's keeping the ball.
Just getting blocks and.
Yep.
And that's what he does. He's just a load to bring down.
Yep. And they get people out ahead.
Right.
Put the hat on you.
Yep.
So
that time it looked like Oyen was leading the blocking along with Alvarado.
You're fighting off blocks.
Right.
And it's tough to tough to get off that and then get to him early.
Exactly. And you got to get to him early. So, in the first years, Jerry, on our defense, we saw a lot of pressure into the backfield. This time, it looks like that snap is getting to Divo really quick, and he's in motion right away. So we can't just kind of key in on him. This is the first time he's kind of stood in that pocket for a little bit. Number 2, it's going to be picked off by Drew Pauls. Come on, baby.
Go, baby. Get a block.
And Drew Pauls is going to take it all the way down to the 17-yard line.
There you go.
Our QB helping out his own cause right there. That is a huge play by Drew Pauls.
You could just see him sit back and read that and just wait for the ball.
Right.
What a nice play.
And at that time, Jerry, I'm kind of looking back on this a little bit. It didn't look like Dival had much for pressure coming on him. He just kind of floated that ball up. Drew was kind of waiting back there for it. Saw number 2, Andrew Taylor, stop on that route, and then he just jumped it. And Lancaster better be thinking Peyton Alvarado for that tackle, because otherwise Pauls was in for the TD.
We're inside the red zone, so let's see if we can do something with it.
Now Paul's going to try and do that with himself.
Stay away from the
There's
penalty.
Teague Perkins. And Teague Perkins is going to gain about 3 on that. And that was kind of that inside draw play again, Jerry.
Yep. It looks like he got down to the 15. Second and about 7 or 8.
I'm going to call a gain of about 2, so that'll make us, 2nd and 8 right now, Jerry. Ball sitting right on about the 15-yard line. Jose's getting a shout-out from Alonzo Torres. You got fan club, buddy. One of our camera guys here. All right, Paul's back in the shotgun. That looks like Cole Brenninger behind him. High snap. Pauls brings it down. Completes the pass to Colton Stibbe, who's going to take it down to really, really close to the first down yardage. And
a lot of that will come down to the spot.
And it looks like it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Hornets.
Man, it's going to be close. I don't like the spot.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I'm not crazy about the spot.
No, I wasn't either.
He lost yardage on the way that.
Yeah, where are they placing that ball?
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, I agree with you, Jerry.
So we're 2 yards short of the first down.
Yeah,
this is a big down right
this
here.
This is a big down. All right, here we go. So I formation, you got Stibbe and Thielman. You got Fingerson to the bottom, McDonald to the top. And this is going to go to Thielman. And Thielman's going to, he's going to be really close. And from where that ref on the near side is walking to, that looks like he's going to pick up the first. And first down. Here we go.
Here we are. Nice run, Trevin Thielman.
Right behind Colton Stibbe. He gave that bowling ball to run behind.
Yep, just a straight lead play right ahead.
You bet. Flipping tires and snacking hay.
Up in there.
That's what we're talking about.
I can't think of anybody I'd rather be behind
no
than number 33 either.
Smash mouth football, that's the guy you want leading the charge. So nice job in the blocking scheme. All right, Paul's is
down here. Let's get a lead on these
got to
guys.
get something going right away. It's going to be a pitch out to Thielman. Thielman's going to go ahead and try cut inside. And we're going to get a flag, and I think it's going to be a holding call on the Hornets. I got a feeling. And that was what, like you just said it, Jerry. You got to stay away from the flags. Got to stay away from the penalties, and it's going to be a hold on us. And I saw it happen.
And Trevor made a really nice run. I mean, despite the hold, how he cut it up in, saw a hole, got into it quickly.
Right.
Didn't sit there and wait for things to develop too much.
And now it's a big
point,
loss.
You can't.
Right.
When the field shortens up like this, you got to make quick decisions and get up in there. And
looked like that hold was on Wes Bosworth. So now we're 1st and goal from about the 24-yard line.
Ouch.
Yeah. Ouch is
those
right.
are killers.
They are killers.
You gotta play with your head too. You got to be smart. And
this does not sustain a drive.
Yep, it hurts you.
So let's see what they can pull up on this.
This is not going to be easy.
Yeah, they're back further than where they started with that pick from Paul's.
Yeah.
Paul's looking for finger. Oh, they're just not connecting. Paul's and Fingerson just not on the same wavelength so far in this first quarter. 4:24, 4:23 left. All right, let's see what they can happen on this. Second goal from the 24. Yeah, it just didn't look like that receiver and QB connection is just something that seems just a little bit off. It's just not right there at the right time. All right, so Hornets come back up to the 24. Looking to get something done. And Lancaster's up tight on our line, which makes me think that, boy, if we can get something across the middle in a deep spot, there's a lot of green back there. Got to get somebody open. Fingerson is in motion. This time it's looking like it's going to go to Alec McDonald.
Nice grab.
Oh, and then he dropped it. I think he had control of it, and then
They're going to rule that a catch?
I think they're going to rule it a catch.
Boy, I'll tell you, nah, they're not.
No, they're not.
Man, it looked good.
It looked like he grabbed it, got down, and he must have just got disrupted right when he was going to the ground. I thought he had it, and then it popped out when he hit the ground, but just didn't maintain the catch. And that's exactly what I was talking about, Jerry, because that middle looked like it was wide open, about 15, 20 yards deep.
Yep, and Drew delivered a beautiful pass.
Yeah, he did. Alec just didn't haul it in, and the defense was really good. Can't say anything about that. That defense was good, and that was number 24 on the tackle, Aiden Hawk.
Now your next thought is, do we have the kick and block ready? Because if we don't pick up something positive here, we may be.
This time it's going to go around to Alec McDonald. Makes one guy miss and just can't keep it on his feet. First contact was made by number 21, Brendan Gildersleeve, and then cleaned up by Aiden Hoke. Fourth and goal.
I think we're going to give her
Here
a
comes
try. Field goal attempt.
Yep. And you know what? At least, Jerry, if we get points on the board, we're getting points on the board, right? I mean, that's helpful. We need to do that. Would we rather it have been 6? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have.
Yeah, this is going to be a 39-yarder.
Yep. Kick is up. And no good. Just off to the right, it looks like. All right, so Lancaster's going to take over at the spot. So they'll start on their own 24? No, on their own, where are we going to put this ball? On their own 19 or about their own 20? Oh, that's right, because it went past the goal line. So they're going to start on their own 20. All right, so let's see what the defense can do here, kind of get things back into motion and get some stops going here.
Yeah, they played well so far.
Yeah, it's been
good. We've kind of bent but not broke.
Right.
We're giving up some yards, but we're not.
Dive all in the keeper.
Yep, there he just made a cut. Got to get in.
And there he goes.
Low.
And again, I keep.
Shoulder pads is not where to hit him.
First point of contact was made by Ethan Jones, and he just shed Ethan Jones. And, folks, I don't know if you know, Ethan Jones, he's no small fry. Yep. Ethan Jones is a big kid, and so he just got shed by Dival. He's just, man, he's tough.
Yep.
Couple of defenders bring him down. I think it was Thielman and maybe Brian Brown. Bet you Brian would like to be out there. Tyler Brown. Snap to Dival, rolling out right. And he's going to pass it over top. Yep, he just found that seam. And my goodness. See you later. See ya. And that's what happens when you don't tackle. I'm not sure what else to say about that. That's what happens when you don't tackle. And it's not just die ball that's not going to go down if you try and shoulder tackle the kid.
Yep.
So Oyen on
go back about 3 plays ago, and where we ran the little pitch reverse to Alec McDonald. Kid comes up. Where'd he hit him? In the ankles, and he went down. That's what you got to do.
Exactly.
You got to come in low.
Yep. 75-yard pitch and
tackle
catch.
People high. It'll end up costing you.
Yep.
Here's the little Daffy Duck stuff that Lancaster likes to do on the point after touchdown.
So the run. Oh, no, they're actually going to run this one like this, and for the 2-point conversion. Lancaster sets up in that, like you said, that Daffy Duck formation.
That's what they call it. Yeah.
Most times they'll come back and they'll just try and kick the PAT, but this time not so much. All right, so score with the clock at 2:26, 8-0 Lancaster, and we want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Schreiber Foods. And again, big thank yous for all of our sponsors. Again, folks, we don't get to bring this to you whether it comes on right away or not. We don't get to bring it to you until these folks do what they do. So a big, huge thank you to Schreiber Foods tonight, our sponsor for the game this evening.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, thank you for all our sponsors we've had so far. It's been great being able to bring you these broadcasts. And this is Game 5 already, believe it or not. We've had wonderful weather.
Absolutely, we have.
This has been unbelievable, really. So it's been a pleasure, and thank you to Schreiber Foods and again, all the past sponsors that we've had so far this year. We can't do it without you.
Exactly.
So back deep will be Alec McDonald and
Lee Fingerson. One more quick shout out. So Jones Chevrolet had their 100th anniversary, and I don't know if anybody's driven by, but you saw the big tent out there and everything and doing a celebration and whatnot. Some of the football boys went down and helped out with that celebration. A little bit of community service, and again, this one hive mentality that we've been trying to promote here and keep on going, and so that was kind of a cool thing for them to do. And so Jones Chevrolet is going to be donating $1,500 to the football club for
onside kick.
Their help, football boys' help.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. That's Wes Bosworth on that
covered
end.
by Wes Bosworth.
So good field position.
A nice headsy play.
Yep.
It does give us good field position. Nice job, Wes.
So wanted to thank Jones Chevrolet for offering the opportunity for us to help out, and also thank them for their donation to the football program. And again, that's what it's about, Jerry. It's that one hive mentality and giving back and just helping each other out. We're talking about community. That's what this is. I mean, the whole thing is community. We want to keep that going. So thanks, Jones Chev.
Yeah, was the Ithaca program involved in that today too?
I'm not quite sure. So. Very good possibility
so.
They were.
Good
Paul's on the keeper, and he's going to get some yardage, and he slides down and whoo! Slid down right in time. He was going to get sandwiched.
Yeah.
It was a good carry, though, and that's a heady play. That's what we're looking for from Drew Pauls and that Pauls poise that I was talking about. We saw that in Game 1 and Game 2. He's a student of the game, surveys the field, uses his vision, and then when he needs to, in a case like this, hey, I'll pull it and tuck it and go.
And he's playing both sides of the ball tonight, and he's made some big plays already.
Yeah,
very early in this ball game.
Yeah. So just under 2 minutes in the first quarter. Hornets sitting on about the 38-yard line. This is going to go to Stibby straight ahead. He's going to try to break through the tackle, and there's 4 white jerseys around him.
Not much there.
He's going to gain maybe a half yard.
Yep, the defenders on that side of the football, they beat their block that time.
Yep.
And they were waiting for Colton when he got to the hole.
Yeah. He was trying to bounce it kind of that outside, that C gap, and he just couldn't get there. So that brings up second and a long 9 with a $1:25 on the clock.
Very typical looking athletic defense for Lancaster.
Yep.
They can run.
They can.
Get to the football.
Coach Troxel was calling for a timeout for about 15 seconds, and he's given his sideline judge an earful. Well, here we are. We got a $1:10 on the clock. We got a second, and we're going to call it 9. This has got 10 on the scoreboard, but call it second and 9. And Jerry, this is kind of this back and forth thing. And so far, it's been kind of the defensive piece, right? We saw Drew Pauls with that INT and helping us to get down the field. But then the problem was, as we've been kind of talking about a lot this year, getting laundry on the field, and they stop the momentum of those drives. And I know Coach, has thought about that, and how do you fix that stuff? And a lot of it's just mental. And this game's a big game, so we'll see what happens.
And you know what? These guys, the first 5 opponents that we've played have all had very good defensive units.
Yes.
So if you put yourself behind the chains and you're going 1st and 20,
right,
or 1st and 15, the advantage is to them.
Exactly.
Looks like a double pass.
It is.
Wes Bosworth.
And it's going to be complete to Lee Fingerson. Wow. All right. We got a $1:03 on the clock, and the Hornets are on the move.
We will take it on the double pass.
That will be at the 16-yard line. It's about a 21-yard gain.
There you go. Coach Troxel comes in, calls timeout.
Here's the play, boys.
Draws it up in the huddle. What a beautiful play.
And it worked great.
Yeah. And Bosworth was able to get that off under heavy duress.
Yeah, he actually got
pressure.
labeled when he got as soon as he let that ball out of his hand, he was getting hit.
Yep.
So good job
Lee,
of him to stand in
nice
there and take the hit.
To adjust to the ball.
Yep. Did a really nice job there. All right, Paul's back in the shotgun. Looks like Brenninger behind him. He's going to get the pitch. Going to look for a spot to get to. Trying to get to that edge. He's going to try and work it back inside. And now we got a flag at the end. I wonder what this is going to be. And I don't know that he gained or lost anything with all of that east and west running. The sideline judge threw the flag, and we're going to see what that call is. Agreed. I know. Yeah. Yep. All right, we're going to see what the call is here. And it looks like it's going to be... It's going to be against the Hornets?
I'm not sure they know what they called.
And they're going to call it an illegal block in the back. Okay, I got to check that out again, Jerry. Oh, I saw it.
Was there a block in the back?
Yeah, there was. It was Teague Perkins on the block in the back. Yep, but again, that's it. That's a drive killer. And that's pretty uncharacteristic of Teague. He doesn't make those mistakes. 4 white jerseys coming in around Cole Brenninger, and I think he was just trying to get him some room, get him some space, and it ended up with a kid. And
it doesn't matter. I mean, who's doing the – we got to get away from these penalties.
Exactly.
We're shooting ourselves big time in the foot.
Leaf, turn around.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't know what's going on there. They are just not on the same page right now. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball sitting on the 24. It's going to be second and – no, I'm sorry. Ball is on the 30. Second and 24. Going to get one more play off here before the quarter ends. That incomplete pass will stop the clock. All right, here we go. Hornets got to get something going together here offensively. They were doing some good things. Just got to make it connect here now. And this is not going to look good. Could be a horse collar on that, but they're not going to call it. And now taunting. No? I don't know what's going on here. Drew's trying to plead his case. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the first quarter. All right, so we want to thank our sponsors again. I know. I know. I know. Right. Yep. Want to thank our sponsor again for tonight's game, Schreiber Foods. Want to give them a big shout out again. We don't get to do this without you folks. So Schreiber, we really thank you for taking tonight's duties for sponsoring this live stream. Thank you very much for that. Looked like Coach Troxell's having a little conversation with some of the head umpire and sideline judge about some of those calls and whatnot. And Jerry, we're seeing stuff up here. And again, what we see is a ways away from the field. But some of those times when we see that stuff, we kind of get a little excited about it because we're like, what's going on down there? And again, this isn't a call out on the refs or anything like that. We know that that's not an easy job. So we want to make that clear right out of the gate. All right.
It's not an easy job, but it's an important.
But
job.
It is a very important job.
Very important job.
Especially when we're talking about the safety of kids.
When you make the decision to put the stripes on, which I wish more people would do.
Yes, please do so.
You're taking on a big responsibility. You've got to be up
on top
of what's going on, and you've got to be alert. And so far, I wouldn't say that's been the case so far.
Yeah, so we're hoping that's going to change right now.
Yeah.
All right.
And I mean both ways.
Right, exactly. No, it's not just been this one-sided thing either.
It's a safety thing for the kids.
It certainly is. Paul's on the pitch out there to Cole Brenninger. who's going to get some of that yardage. Now it brings up a 4th and about, I want to say 28 maybe, 29. Maybe a little less than that.
Yeah, and I think you're probably in that no man's land where you got to probably, it doesn't pay to punt.
Right.
It doesn't pay to try to kick the field goal probably from here.
Right.
Because that's a pretty good boot, so
yeah.
you're probably going to end up going for it here.
And this kind of field position, so we're sitting at about the 34-yard line. And the thing about that, Jerry, is like we've been talking about too with our Hornet offense and sometimes our Hornet defense. Those penalties.
Yeah.
When that laundry gets on the field, it is a drive killer. It's really, really tough.
Yep.
It's tough to do those things. Tough to keep this thing sustained and going. So.
Yep. And we have shot ourselves
right.
in the foot.
We have.
I'm not saying all these penalties have
right.
been bad, but.
Bunch receiver to the bottom of the screen, one to the top. I think that's Fingerson. 4 receivers to the bottom. It's going to come out to Alec McDonald. He's going to get some blockers set up. Find the seam and go, Alec. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Oh, geez, and he lost the ball. But he got back on top of it. But we certainly are not going to get a first down on that.
There anyway.
Whew.
Wow. Even if they recover.
Yeah, I know.
Have it on downs.
Boy,
nice
he made
play.
a nice move. That was. I mean,
yeah,
the 3 receivers out there for blocking, set it up for him, and he found his lanes to get into.
We've run that earlier in the year.
Yep.
Those blocks haven't been sustained.
Right.
That
time they certainly were.
Coaches told me time and time again, we make those blocks.
Yeah.
We got all day, and that you just saw it.
Yeah, and McDonald made a really nice move. It was Jackson Van Natta that was or Van Natta, the safety, that was going to come up and try and get him, and Alec made a really nice cut move. All right, Lancaster's back on offense from about their own 19, and there's going to be a pass out to the flat. The spot that we have had troubles with all year long. That's Mitchell Wolf on the reception, 5'10", 180-pound senior. And that's going to get him enough for a first down. Jerry, they're running 2 receivers out to that flat side, one shallow and one deep. And Dival is just picking out the one that's a little bit more open, and that can be down the field or the guy that's cutting across in the middle, and we just haven't shored that up yet.
Yep.
This time it's going to be a run right up the middle, and this is Alvarado, and here he goes. Nice tackle. That's number 10, Alec McDonald, but not after a first down by Alvarado. Good run by him. Again, he's a junior, 5'7", 175. That's quite a bit of kid to bring down. 5'7", 175. That's compact.
And some quickness to go.
Right, exactly. Hornets kind of wanting to bottle this up. Single receiver to the bottom, 2 receivers to the top, and it looks like it's going to be a false start. Yep, pre-snap movement on the flying arrows.
One of the things you're seeing, and you mentioned it before the game, Mark, Dival likes to go to his left and throw.
Yeah.
You know, for a right-handed quarterback.
Right.
That's an athletic maneuver.
Exactly,
it
is.
Not easy.
And it's not easy. If anybody has ever tried doing that, moving to your left and throwing with your right, it is not an easy task.
And to make an accurate throw.
Yeah.
He's made some good throws.
Yeah, he'll drop it on a dime. Dival with the low snap, picks it up, and it's going to be a pass over the top. Number 5, I believe that's Wolf again. Mitchell Wolf. And again, just in that soft buffer zone there, Jerry. Yep. It's in between those 2 receivers. One's going a little deeper down the field. The other one's doing about like a 5 or an 8-yard curl and just planting there, just setting up there.
Just kind of throwing it underneath the coverage.
Yep.
You know, they're throwing a lot of that underneath pattern and then hoping they can get run after the catch.
Yep. Trips right, single back with Dival. Low snap. And we're going to see if we can get something on this one. And look at him. He's just still.
To the football. Good job. That's what we got to do.
And it's exactly what we have to do. And that's a loss of yardage.
Yep, fumbled the snap. Couldn't pick it up clean.
Right.
We got black and orange to that ball.
Yeah, we did. And quickly.
Take that because he's not a small dude.
No. And he almost got out of that one, Jerry.
Yeah, he's slippery.
Just a nice spin move and tried to get himself free of that. We just had too many Hornets grabbing a hold of that kid.
Yep.
Which, again, like you said, Jerry, that's exactly what we have to do. You start to hear the crowd getting into this one. We got a 3rd and 8, ball sitting in the 44-yard line.
Big play
exactly
right here.
10 minutes on the clock. Yeah, if we can get a stop here, that's going to be huge. Keeps them on their side of the field. Probably looking at a punting situation. Shotgun snap, back to Dival. Guess what he's going to do? Little pass out here to the flat, and we just got to get a tackle. And that's going to do it.
And we did.
That was an excellent job by our defense rallying to the ball. First one on that, I think, was Brady Dosh. Helped cleaned up by, I think, Colton Stibbe. And Teague Perkins.
They might be going for it.
And it's a 4th and 4, and it looks like they are. It looks like they're going to stay on the field. This would be tremendous. We would get the ball in great field position. It would slow their momentum. The sideline is trying to get the crowd into the game, and you can hear them start to stomp the stadium bleachers here.
I would
Come on,
say
boys.
look for number 12.
I would say look for number 12 as well.
This is going to be 12, 12, and 12.
Keep an eye on him. He's going to be a keeper, and there he goes out. Now he's looking to pass. He's going to keep it again. That should be a hold. And they didn't call the hold.
Oh, knocked it down.
Incomplete.
Knockdown pass. Good play.
I think it was Wes Bosworth.
Wes Bosworth on the knockdown. Good pressure from up
Woo!
front. And we're turning it over on down.
There we go. And you can see, those boys coming out the field a little more pep in their step, which is exactly what we needed. Hornet sidelines on their full throat, and especially in the stands here too. I felt the rumbling up here. It's been good.
You know what? We've made some really nice plays on both sides of the ball. Defense has been solid.
Yeah.
Our offense just has to convert.
Yes.
We're so close.
Absolutely.
We've got to make it happen.
Yeah, we haven't found anything yet that has really that their defense is doing that is completely shutting us down, except for yellow flags on the field. That's been us. It's been ourselves.
Kind of beating ourselves. You're right.
Yep. All right, so 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. I take that back. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Timeout.
I think the play clock was getting down there. And
Get a little
coach saw
tight.
that.
So that's the second timeout. One more time gives us a chance to thank our sponsor for tonight's game, Schreiber Foods. We're going to give them a big shout out again. Good crowd tonight too, Jerry.
Really good crowd.
And like you said, what helps that out? The weather's absolutely gorgeous again tonight. Got a little breeze coming through here tonight in the booth. That's good.
It's a great night for football. It really is.
Last time we were up here, it was a little stuffy.
It was a little stuffy.
Tonight's great. Beautiful weather.
We haven't had the Arctic stuff yet. And I say yet because there's still a lot of
we got a lot. Yeah, we got a lot of games.
Turn in a hurry, as
a lot of season left. I
was just talking to somebody earlier before the game, and in a normal season, if you recall, 2 years ago, we had that late start to the season because of the COVID.
Right.
And boy, we had a lot of cold games that year.
Oh yeah, we did.
Everything was just later, and then that playoff game up in Wisconsin Dells.
Oh
where
man.
We brought you the broadcast from the Turkey Blinds, and it was cold. I mean, that was a cold night.
I kind of want to do that again, but don't really want to do that again.
Well, if it means we're in the playoffs, I'd do it.
Yeah, right. Here goes Cole Brenninger, and he's going to get met in the hole, but tries to slide out of it. Yeah, going to get it. Wow, that's a terrible. Okay, I was going to say, the far judge was like right at the line of scrimmage. The near judge is actually putting it where he got to his forward progress. Tanya Hicks, hey, thanks, Tanya, for letting us know Ithaca was at that Joan Chev celebration as well. So thank you, Tanya, for letting us know that. We appreciate it. Hey, got 127 of you checking in online with us tonight. Thank you so very much for you guys watching. And again, thanks to our sponsor, Schreiber Foods, for helping us out tonight.
Okay, second and about 8. Big play right here again. Just trying to sustain the drive and not go the other direction with flags. There's that pitch play again to Alec McDonald.
And he's going to get wrapped up just like we're supposed to do on defense.
Look where he got tackled.
Right at the ankles.
Yeah.
Now at 130 viewers. Thanks, you guys. We really appreciate this. Yeah, they're able to get to the ball, get there quick, and make sure tackles. So now we're looking at 3rd and 9.
And that's how you're going to tackle people one-on-one.
Yeah, it sure is.
You know, it's
all right, ball sitting on the 46. Hornets looking to convert something here. Get another first down, keep this drive rolling, right? Take a score into halftime. That'd be great.
It'd be sweet.
It'd be really, really good. Looks like we got Bosworth and Stibbe at the bottom of your screen. Stibbe in that slot. I think that's Fingerson to the top. And Perkins on the right side of that line. Fake pitch. And Pauls is going to
just didn't have enough time to turn his shoulders.
He didn't. And that was number
22 right in his face.
Yeah, 22. That is Bryce Gale or Gali. I'm not sure which. 6'1", 195 senior.
Yeah, he's created some problems earlier too.
Yeah, he has.
He's coming off that right edge, and he's given us trouble. We picked him up with a back. He runs through that like butter.
Yeah,
he's a big kid. He's a big kid, and he's just an aggressive kid. He's just taking a straight line to the quarterback, and he's getting there.
6'1", 195.
Yeah, that's a big kid.
I think I'm 6 foot 195, Jerry, but I'm not put together like that. Yeah. A little different 195. All right, Hiller's on here for the kick. And he's going to kick again. Yeah, and that's the problem. Right there's the problem, Jerry. I'm sorry. I'm going to call it out right now. I'm going to call that out right now. Hillers shorted that kick. Why? Because he didn't think he was ever going to get the call because he already talked to the ref about it because the ref said, well, you're hanging your leg up there or whatever. So now he's going to short that kick to avoid the contact, and that's the kind of kick you're going to get. If he kicks that normally, that ball is going to be sitting down on the 10 or the 5-yard line to get some sort of return from there.
Yep.
God, that just.
I'm wondering if maybe they got a piece of it too, though.
I don't know.
They were right on top of it.
They were.
I mean, I think they got a piece of him, but if they get a piece of the ball,
right,
they can get a piece of him. So I'm wondering. I couldn't see it, but yeah, you're right. He's more hesitant.
And it looks like
there's Alvarado, and I don't think he got any.
I don't think he did either. The other thing about that, though, Jerry, is just looking back at Hiller's kick. When he's kicking this, anytime he kicks, he's got a straight leg. When you look at this kick, his leg is completely bent. All right. Well, here we go. It's a good stop by the Hornet defense.
Yeah, and you know what? He is a big part of our game because the field position game
is huge. In a game like this,
he can kick, and he did last year.
This is Alvarado again, and he's going to get stood right up. Excellent stop.
Perkins,
Stibbe, and a little bit of Thielman to clean it up as well. Two seniors and a junior leading that charge defensively.
34, 2, and 33.
This is exactly what we need. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 7. Look for a dive vault keeper, or look for him to roll left and try to pass into those two receivers.
Watch that little pass in the flat. They haven't gone to it for a while.
Yep. Here he's rolling left. He's looking. There's those two receivers. Get a hand up there.
He's got Oyen underneath.
And it's no good. It's an incomplete pass. But Jerry, you saw again. Oyen came out at the 50. It looked like, and I can't see. Number two, that's Andrew Taylor, was about 10 yards deeper than him, and he's just picking which of those receivers he wants to go to.
Yep, flooding that zone.
Yep.
Looking at what's there. Buying himself some time.
And it looks like they're going to go for it.
Oh, I think they're going to kick. I think that's their punter.
22.
That's that kid that rushes.
Oh, yeah, that's that Gale. Galley. Here comes the kick. And it looks like Fingerson back to receive this, and it goes over his head. And boy,
that's how much of a difference field.
You're absolutely right. And you saw how much of his leg he got into that. I'm going to go back to that. Keep that play in mind tonight, folks. That kick by Hillers where he bent his leg because he had that rush coming in. And again, that's a sophomore. No, sorry, Hillers. Junior, sorry. That's a junior who, again, coming in to fill a role that his brother held last year, did a really nice job of. A little bit different with Bryce. Remember, he kind of would have that hold and then run it out a little bit, and then he'd be able to kick it off, get it away that way. Bryce is a little bit different kicker. Heck of a leg. The kid's still got a good leg, but when he gets run into twice and there's no flag called, you get a little tentative. You want to that's his bread and butter. He wants to protect that leg.
Yep.
So now we're sitting on the, looks like they're going to put us on about the 3-yard line, really deep. It's going to be handoff. Nice. Come on. And you saw what happened again. We keep talking about that. Thielman on the carry. Nice carry. Gets wrapped up by the ankle. Had a nice carry. I mean, that's a good haul by Trevin Thielman.
Gives us a little breathing room down there.
About a 6-yard gain on that one. About a 6-yard gain on that by Trevin Thielman. Very nice run. Followed his block and caught outside.
Too.
Yeah, I would say that too. Line did a really nice job.
Really blocked that well. There was a nice hole there.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, we got to give credit where credit is due, and we're definitely going to give some credit to the offensive line for that. Now, keep the flags off the field. See what happens here. Another, and this one is going to be Trevin Thielman again, and I don't think he's going to make much on yardage, if anything, on that one.
Might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
I think that's where he got. And they sniffed that one out. Lancaster defense sniffed that one out, got into the middle of that line really quick. Plays coming in a little bit late. Let's hope they got enough time. Yeah.
We might need to use it.
Number 26, Brenton Baker. Is that Brenton Baker coming in?
Back, Judge.
Yeah.
Yep. Here we go. We're into the 5 count.
Just got the play off. Paul's throwing that ball right there to. Come on, Leaf. Come on. There we go.
Nice throw.
Nice job. Paul's under duress, delivers a strike. I think that's the first Paul's Fingerson completion we've had tonight, Jerry.
Yep. Yeah, they've been close on a few others.
Yeah, that one finally connects. All right, here we go. Time on the clock. We got 4:46 on the clock. And again, sustaining the drive, Jerry, sustaining the drive, but we can do it.
What I like that. I've seen us run it a couple times this year where we get Fingerson in single coverage, and we go trips opposite him.
Yeah.
And he runs that little Z in route, like a little slant. That's a hard one to defend.
It is. Thielman on the carry. Nice carry by Trevin Thielman.
Trevin's running hard.
He's doing a really nice job from that backfield position. Putting his head down, going, protecting the ball. That was huge. Yeah, Trevin knows what it's like to be on the opposite side and not getting a – because if you remember that strip that he had down where was that? In Fenimore, yeah. So
That's
I think
a big play.
Yeah, it was a huge play. All right, so second and about a long 4, we'll call it 5. Ball sitting just past the 30-yard line.
He's running hard. Out getting a breather right now. I'm sure he'll be right back in and get a little water.
This time it's going to be Brenninger trying to find a seam. Gets a little something. Close to the first, but a 2 yard short maybe. Good to see him running a little bit faster. It seemed like when he came back last week, he was a little tentative. We kind of both said that.
Yep.
Just not sure of himself. Where's the hole going to develop, so on and so forth. And when you're off for that long and haven't had that live play, it does. It kind of.
It does.
You feel a little like, what am I? You know, you might second guess yourself. Tonight, he's running hard.
Yep. Instead of accelerating into the hole, he was kind of decelerating.
Yeah.
And waiting to get hit. And
right.
that's
Tonight's
just
not the case.
Yeah, that's just from not playing.
Right. This is going to go to Stibbe straight ahead. First down. Nice run.
Nice
offensive line doing their job.
I was just going to say, good line surge.
You bet.
You saw Tyler Brown down there.
Yeah.
Bruce Buckholz.
Yep.
Those guys, hey, nice surge.
Putting in work.
Straight ahead.
Those are the Hogs putting in work, baby.
You betcha.
All right. Plays coming in. Bosworth's bringing this one in. Let's see what the formation turns out to be. Just under 3 minutes left in the clock. Stibbe's coming out. Looks like we're going to have a shotgun formation. I think that's Brenninger behind Pauls. You got McDonald to the bottom of the screen. Fingerson to the top. Shotgun snap to Pauls. He's going to deliver. It's going to be Lee Fingerson.
Oh,
there's the flag.
There it is.
It's about time.
There
now we're talking.
You can complain all you want.
Yep.
That's called contact.
Yep. If you're going to complain to somebody, you're going to have to talk to number 14 on the field because he was on him.
Is that a touchdown signal that guy wants or what over there?
I don't know.
That was a flag.
That was a penalty.
There's been a lot of contact, and they finally called it.
Yep. All right. So that'll get the Hornets some yardage here after that pass attempt.
Good. That was everything about that was good. He's whining over there yet.
I know.
It's a tough call to make on their sideline, but it's the right call.
Right. Okay, what are we doing here? Pass interference. 10 or 15, Jerry, help me out.
We're going to find out right here.
You were supposed to be on top of that one. I'm thinking it's probably going to be oh, it's 15. Okay. Kind of 14 and 7. I don't know what was going on. What is happening here? There we go. Whew. Well, after all that, Hornets going to take over in about the 48-yard line. Paul's back under center. Stibbe in the slot. McDonald to the bottom of the screen. This looks like it's going to be an end run by Leaf Fingerson. Come on, Leaf. Come on, baby. Turn on the Jets. Here we go. Nice run. And gets out of bounds. Stops the clock. Woo!
Nice play. Well developed.
Yes.
Nice, good blocking.
And well executed. I was just going to say that, Jerry. Really, really nice.
And gave Leaf a chance to exploit those wheels he's got.
Yes. I think that was, I want to say, Colton Stibbe.
We've been waiting to get him in open
space
we have. All year.
Colton Stibbe with a tremendous block on that to release Fingerson to get to the outside.
Very well.
Very good. Hey, Hornets offensive line and backfield been doing a really good job of making their assignments. There we go. Nice. That away, Trevin Thielman.
What a run. And did you see the line
surge
inside? I know that's not where the hole was, but, man, did they get a push.
Yeah, they did. Hey,
watch that one again on your replay.
Yeah, right.
DVR.
I'm watching it right now, Jerry.
Yeah, they just
huge push.
I mean, they came off the ball.
And this, oh man, I love that. Who is that?
Any white coming through there at all?
Trevin Thielman. That was Aiden Hauk. He's a 5'8", 145 sophomore. Trevin Thielman put a little wood to that kid. Nice run. Put his head down and gave her.
Boy, we are playing with some fire.
Stibby in motion.
This is fun.
This is really fun. Bad snap, just falling it, Drew.
Get on it.
There we go.
Attaboy.
You hate to see that. God, again, those mental mistakes. It's just can't have those drive killers. We're doing good, doing good, doing good, and then something like this. I think we're going to take Lancaster taking a timeout. Buck 36 left on the clock. There's going to be third and about too much. Third and too much, Jerry. That's all I'm going to say.
Long. What does Coach Trox have up his sleeve again? You saw the double pass coming out of the first time out?
Yeah, the last time we had this, right?
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we need big yardage.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, get that kick and block ready. You know, we're sitting with the ball right now is resting on about the 32-yard line.
Right.
So if we get some positive yards here, but not enough, we could kick the field goal, get some points on the board.
Absolutely. And take that into halftime. There's a buck 36 left on the clock right now.
I'm not thinking field goal, but you got to be ready.
Absolutely, you got to be ready.
It's 3rd and 22.
Yep.
So
yep.
It's going to take a pretty big play to pick that up.
That end around would be a really nice one. Had a nice chunky yardage picked up on that one before.
Yep. That little screen to Teague Perkins wouldn't be a bad one.
No kidding.
Nice to see if we
rumbling, stumbling, bumbling.
Obviously, from week to week, people adjust.
Right. Get rid of it. There it goes.
There's a good
Colton
ball.
Stibby. All right.
Picked up some positive yards. Down to the 25.
Yep. Looking at about a 35-yard field goal.
If we're thinking that, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to just timeout Lancaster.
They're trying to conserve a little bit of that clock, which makes sense if they can get the ball back. So both teams with one timeout left right now. Once again, want to thank Schreiber Foods for helping us out, bring this live stream to you folks at home. All 150 of you tuning in. Thank you, folks. We love seeing those numbers, folks. I mean, it's awesome stuff. Jerry, we started doing this thing, and it was kind of a COVID response, right? People couldn't make it to the game, so on and so forth. But I'm telling you what, it's kind of a really unique and awesome opportunity that we can get it to people who either A, can't make it to the game, or B, are living in Homosassa, Florida, or B, halfway around the world, or whatever, but still want to tune in to the Hornet Nation and our One Hive. I mean, it's, again, those sponsors that we have, we can't do this stuff without you guys, so this is tremendous. We love it that you guys are doing this, so keep that up. Thanks again to Schreiber tonight.
And you know what? Our viewership is great. We got a big crowd here today.
Yeah, we do.
So there's a lot of people that made it out tonight, which is great.
Snap to Pauls, and the shotgun going to deliver the pass to Alec McDonald, just a little too tall. If he would have led him, I think maybe a little bit more, Jerry, he might have grabbed that, but just a bit over top of his.
Looked like a good route.
It was.
Was there.
Aiden Hauk on that one.
And it looked like Drew had a little bit more time that time.
Yeah.
To set and throw.
Yep.
He's had a tough time. He's made some unbelievable throws, but they haven't come without pressure.
I was just going to mention that too, Jerry. He's been seeing a lot of white jerseys in his face tonight. And we knew that was coming in with Lancaster. I mean, that's how they play.
Yep. Aggressive, they bring it. Look what they're doing on the punts.
Right.
They're coming after every punt.
Yep. All right, 1st and 10. Ball sitting on the 25-yard line. Dive ball coming out to the right side this time. Come on! Lee Fingerson comes in.
Excellent play.
No, I don't. You can put your hands down over there. That was not pass interference. He got there right when the ball got there.
Ball and player, same time. That was a
Coach
nice
is
play.
looking for a holding penalty, and so is Bosworth on that one, and he's not going to get it. Coach ain't going to get it. Let me see if I can see this. Yeah, I can kind of see where he was talking about that. 152 viewers. Thanks, you guys, for checking in. The numbers keep going up. Nice defensive play by Lee Fingerson.
Really was.
Clock sitting at 1:16. 2nd and 10.
Kept it in front.
Yep.
Broke on the ball when he had to.
Right. Look for Dival to hold on to this one. Yep, there he goes, right up the middle. Nice gang tackle in there. And that will run some of the clock if they don't take the timeout. Clock is still going. By the time they get this next 3rd down play going, it probably should be under a minute. And Lancaster hustles to the ball, about 3rd and 2, a long 2, maybe 3. 2 receivers to the right, one to the left.
Let's get a stop here.
Yep, need a big stop here. And it's going to be
Dive
Dival rolling out to the right. Get in there. And we're losing our focus on the receivers. And it looks like Lancaster's going to take their final timeout. Nope.
They got to get the chain set. Once that ball is set, then they'll start the clock.
All right. 40 seconds on the clock. Dival in the shotgun.
Yeah, just don't give up the big play.
Alvarado right next to him.
Tackle him.
And that's, and there he goes. Nice tackle.
Nice job.
Number 28, Brady Dosh on that tackle.
Brady Dosh,
really nice job.
Exactly how you tackle
Here
people.
comes the timeout from
Great
Lancaster.
job, number 28.
That's very good. And Fingerson coming over here to tell him that too.
Yep.
Brady Dosh did an excellent job of getting in there, wrapping him up, and that's exactly what we're going to be needing to do tonight.
Is twice the size of him. You see how fast he went down?
Yeah.
He went down like a ton of bricks.
And that's exactly what needs to happen.
People go down.
Brady Dosh, a freshman in there, working on that senior quarterback from Lancaster.
That was a nice play.
Very nice play, and exactly when we needed it too, Jerry. I mean, Dival, they've watched film. I'm telling you, folks. I got it. This is no lie.
Yeah.
I asked Troxel today, hey, any little tidbits you want me to put on the game tonight? And he really, this is exactly what he wrote. Stop Dival with about 45 exclamation points after it. That's all he told me.
Yeah, well, you can see they do a lot of things through him.
Yes.
We got 31 seconds on the clock. Lancaster is now out of timeouts.
Yep. So look for the sidelines from these guys.
Tackle inbounds and.
Yep. Dival is going to roll out to his left. This way, there's those 2 receivers. One going across the middle. Get there.
Hanging it up.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. And he threw it away. Woo, he had some pressure that time by Ethan Jones and I think Cole Brenninger both back there in the backfield, giving Dival some fits.
Pretty good coverage in the secondary, too.
Yeah. Yep, and he had to wing that out there and looked like Fingerson and
They tried to do that underneath route like we've been talking about, and it was pretty well covered.
3rd and 5, ball sitting on the 47, 22 seconds left.
Saw Trevor Thielman out there in the coverage. And
It
was well covered.
And he floated that ball up too. It was kind of, I was hoping, oh boy, get underneath that.
Yep, 22 seconds. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. 3rd and 5.
But the thing, as I'm watching this back, Jerry, the thing that I'm impressed with, again, Dival's athleticism.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got poise.
His ability to extend the play.
Same place again. There he goes. Turn and look. And Oyen's going to get out. He's going to complete the pass and get out. Darn it.
6 seconds.
16 seconds left on the clock.
Yep.
And they're going to look for those sideline passes.
Great players like Dival is.
Yeah.
They're able to extend the play.
Yep.
And whether it's changing ground or breaking a tackle or whatever. I think we've done a really good job on him.
We have. We've bottled him up fairly well. He's made, he's cracked off some runs.
They got 8 points, and that was a result of not tackling.
Right, and that's all that was.
That's all it was. Otherwise, we kept it in front.
Yep.
We bent, but we haven't really broke.
1st and 10, ball in the 34.
We got to do that here with 16
Absolutely.
seconds.
Boy,
tackle.
A pick or, if we can tackle, that's tremendous.
And Teague Perkins is getting double teamed.
Get up, Alec McDonald. There we go. And that runs 8 seconds off the clock. Alec McDonald did a really nice job.
Yep. You
notice on that one, Jerry, with Dival on that one, you notice he was rolling right. He had some pressure to the back of him, but he stopped and set up and then throw.
Yep.
And I think he felt that presence coming from behind him.
They're double teaming Teague Perkins.
Yeah, they are.
For good reason.
Yeah, they are.
They've obviously watched
They've watched game film too, haven't they?
And you know what? Sometimes even the double teams aren't effective against 34.
No.
That guy's an animal.
He is an animal.
And he's relentless. He doesn't quit.
Exactly. The motor just keeps rolling. Yeah, I think he's running on premium.
8 seconds. Come on, D.
Here we go, defense. Look for a sideline pass here.
Fake handoff.
Get there, and that's got to be a hold. Come on. Sorry, I'm yelling.
We got to tackle.
Give me a break. Time will run out.
Yeah, there's no time left.
Coach Troxel has to be on the refs right now. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I know we have a ref shortage, but come on. And I think Coach is going out there to talk to him right now because that was beyond obvious. Yeah, the jersey's being stretched the whole 9 yards. And that's what Coach is going to talk about right now. All right, Jerry. 8-0, Lancaster. I could totally see it being an 8-7 game right now. We just couldn't keep that drive going.
Absolutely.
We just couldn't sustain it.
Again, our defense has done a really nice job.
Yeah, they have.
Of just we're giving up some yardage.
Right.
But we're not giving up points. Take away the missed tackle on the spin move by number 14.
Right.
And I'm telling you right now, this is a nothing game.
It would be. You're absolutely right. And so going into halftime, and you can see Trox is still talking with those refs, giving them a bit of an earful. But that's the one thing I'm thinking that Coach Darling is going to go down there, and even Coach Ryder and whatnot, those defense and defensive backs coach, are going to go down, hey, guys, we got to wrap up. You got to get low, trip up the feet. That's how they're getting us down on our plays that we could try and break something on. We got to do the same thing to them. We got to get low, take out their feet, get it done.
Yeah, I agree. If there's one adjustment on the defensive side, it would be in our approach to tackling. Coming in low, getting into their legs. And,
right.
And we're getting gang tackling.
Yeah.
That's been a positive.
It certainly has.
More people to the football. But otherwise, I'm telling you, the defense gets a pretty good grade from me in the first half.
I would agree.
I think we've done a really nice job against a pretty, this is a guy that come in with 1,400 yards of offense.
You're right.
In 4 games.
And yeah.
Do the math.
Yeah.
This is a high explosive offense. And all through that quarterback, Mr. Dival.
Yeah.
I think we've done a really good job on it.
We've been bottling him.
And, offensively, we've made it hard for ourselves.
That's it.
And we get in some good situations. We've been in the red zone a couple times.
Yep.
And we kicked ourselves in the foot.
Yep.
And we end up moving back.
Yeah. Just those drive killers.
We've hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead.
You got to give some credit to their defense.
Oh, definitely.
But most of it's been putting ourselves in long yardage situations with penalty flags.
Right, and that was what I was gonna add on there, Jerry, is that with those, when we get those drives going and we're down on the 3 or we're down on the 5 or whatever, and then all of a sudden you get a holding or you get a, and I might start to kind of be a little bit now, we were saying it was pretty even, and it was, but I don't know, anyway, so they can go back and take a look at it, and just, I'm hoping that they improve on themselves. That's all I'm going to say. If they can improve on themselves, and you're not going to catch everything, but the back judge's job is to be looking exactly for those kinds of penalties, and totally blew that one. Anyway, so yeah, 8-0. It has been this really good back and forth, Jerry. There's been a lot of offensive push by the Hornets, minus those couple of penalties, those drive stoppers. Our defense has been doing a really nice job of bottling up Dival. He's been trying to exploit that a little bit. The one thing that I'm really, really happy with our defense tonight, Jerry, the flats. That has been our Achilles heel. And the Lancaster offense tried exposing that right away, and we've done a pretty darn good job at bottling that up.
And I'll give credit to the kids, give credit to Dave Darling and his staff.
Yep.
Because I'll tell you what they've done is when they have gotten some success early in the first quarter, we've taken it away.
Yeah.
So we've made adjustments on the fly.
Right. Yep.
You talked about that flat pass, the guy going deep and then the guy coming underneath.
Yeah, that's the one.
We didn't have it covered very well early, but boy, we have lately.
Yeah, we have.
So we've been able to do that on the fly. That's hard to do.
It is.
A lot of times you see that stuff at halftime.
Yeah.
But we've done it within the flow of the game.
Yep.
Taking a lot of that away. And and then they've tried to do some little trickery stuff.
Yeah.
When they start resorting to trickery, then you've taken away their bread and butter.
You're starting to get into those things, which is
that's
great.
And that has happened, and we just need to sustain that now.
Right.
We're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yes.
And boy,
got to capitalize on it.
Our offense, we've moved the ball.
We have.
It isn't like we've been stymied.
Right.
Last week we didn't move the ball very well.
Yeah.
We had one real good drive that I remember.
Yep, me too.
Other than that,
it was kind of
they stymied us.
It was hard trucking.
We're moving the ball on this football team.
Yep.
And we just got to finish.
That's it.
We've got to stay away from the penalties.
Yep.
And finish.
Put the exclamation point on it.
Yeah, no doubt. And,
absolutely right.
I'm a little bit fired up because I'll tell you what, it's fun.
And the crowd is too.
Yeah, we're in a football game, and it makes a big difference. You play with a little more fire,
right?
With a little more assertiveness.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of it from, our seniors.
Yeah.
I think they're like, hey, this season's going quickly, and
right.
We got to step it up, and hopefully they lead by example and they get some of these younger kids to step up. You saw the big tackle by Brady Dosh, who was a freshman.
Yeah.
I was about ready to call him a sophomore. He's a freshman. So he made a really nice play.
Right.
But you got a lot of senior leadership. Trevin Thielman played a whale of a first half.
That's what I was just going to mention too.
Drew Poles, whale of a first half.
Right.
This is his first night playing on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah.
He's making plays on both
sides of the field. Yeah.
And those guys are seniors and they're stepping it up.
Yep.
And Colton Stibbe, who's pretty much been there all year, you know. And,
yeah.
And you know,
they're doing the things that they're supposed to do.
They are, and hopefully that example is going to get contagious amongst the other players
and to start to pay some dividends here in the second half.
It will.
Yep.
It will.
And here's the other thing. If I'm on the Lancaster sideline, one of the things I'm thinking of is, okay, you know, you beat a Mineral Point team 56-12. You beat to Prairie's been their only loss. They beat Cuba City. Right. They've got these. I mean, those aren't layover programs by any means.
No, they're beating
and now they're coming
teams.
in here to Vita Strip Field, and it's an 8-0 game.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to be scratching their heads a little bit, which is exactly what we want to have happen. Now we just have to capitalize. We got to make that part happen for us.
We definitely came to play. And,
oh, yeah.
And that's a credit to the kids and the staff,
yep.
the coaching staff. We definitely came to play. One more shout out that I got to say it. You know, in that second quarter especially, you know, I think when you see these coaches go back and watch the film this week, the line surge.
Oh, yes.
The way we are getting off the football and pushing people down the field.
Yeah.
That has been refreshing to see.
Yeah.
And it's, boy,
it's been missing a little bit.
It is.
Tonight, definitely not. We've been calling out the line in total and sometimes individually or whatever.
Yep.
But they've been doing it. You're right, Jerry. They've been doing a fantastic job of pushing white jerseys back.
And some of those big plays we've made with the big reverse by Fingerson and some of the others, it's been the blocking.
Exactly.
The blocking has been there. And, you know, not holding, blocking, and it's really been a difference.
Exactly.
And, you know, we've got the athletes. We've got people like Lee Fingerson that can. You get him out in space.
Look at it.
He's going to create some problems.
He had the wheels down here on the sideline.
The guy can move.
Yeah.
You know, you saw him on the one touchdown that they did get.
Yeah.
He ran that kid down. Now he ran out of real estate.
Right.
But he ran that kid. He's fast.
He is fast.
He's got the long stride. He can move.
He certainly can.
You get him in the open with the football. Look out. Look out.
Exactly. And that's the thing that we've been talking about with the wheels that he has, and it's a good benefit for us. Getting a little updates. Broadhead Judah over River Valley, 21-0 at the half.
Okay.
And I think that's at Broadhead, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I don't know that for sure, but I thought it was. Thanks, Terry Thielman, for giving me a heads up on that one. Oh, I'm getting more scores, I think. Oh, no, he just gave me a smile. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate that. I think we're going to step away for just a moment, folks. We'll be back with you in just a few, so stick around. Hornet football coming back in about 5.
You bet.
All right, Hornet fans coming back to you. And I should say Hornet and Flying Arrow fans.
Absolutely.
Sure, we got some folks from Lancaster tuning in as well, so we thank you guys for doing that. It's pretty awesome. All right, coming back at half. Score is 8-0 Lancaster. Hornets will receive the second half kickoff. And Jerry, you and I were just talking about this right before we came back on air with their offensive opportunities and how those just haven't produced anything yet. A couple of flags, 3 times in the red zone, 2 flags, and a botched snap. And those were those drive killers that we've been talking about.
Absolutely. We've kind of hurt ourselves in the key situations. Great opportunities to punch it across and make something happen, and we didn't do that. But our defense, our special teams, and a lot of other good. You got to get our offense too. Our offense drove the length of the field.
Yep.
You know, and so that has kept them out of the end zone.
Right.
With the exception of the one missed tackle.
Yeah. Yep.
And otherwise, this is a heck of a ball. It is a good ball game.
Yeah.
It's nothing otherwise.
Right.
So some things to think about. We're going to get the ball to start the half. They've had one kickoff this game, and it was an onside.
Yeah.
So
and we recovered.
Boy, I tell you what, you have to be ready.
Yeah.
Anytime you don't know what they're thinking.
No.
So they've had a halftime to plan just like we have. I'd make sure our hands crew is ready to go.
Absolutely.
You saw Wes Bosworth make a really nice play on the last kickoff.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that says they're going to kick deep.
No.
So you have to be alert, and we don't want that. We don't want the half to start that way.
Right. Well, not only that. So when you were talking about you got to be alert, and you don't know what they're going to come out with. When they were going to try that extra point opportunity, you know, they started in that Daffy Duck, right? And normally 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, they'll run it back to set up for that kick. That time they didn't. And were the Hornets expecting them to run that 2-point? Probably not.
No.
You know?
And they you know, they're classic. They line up in that formation. They look at how you're defending it, and then they call which one they want to run. That's what they do.
And this time it was the 2-point.
Most of the time people have it defended a certain way where the kick is the favorable attempt.
Yep.
And I don't know what their kicker is. Some years they don't have the kicker that maybe they have on other years, but maybe they do too. I'm not sure.
Some of the film that I've been watching for Lancaster, I mean, he's a decent kicker. So I mean, again, that's also a threat for them to be able to put that up on the board. A 3-point field goal or maybe that point after. So keep an eye on that too. Hopefully, hopefully if they're going to try and score points, it's more in the 3-point era end of things rather than the 6 and 7-point end of things.
Yeah. Well, and I just had a comment with another fan at halftime, and he's like, we don't have the best angle at it, but he said that field goal couldn't have missed by much.
It couldn't have.
It was
very tight.
It was really close to going over that right goalpost, that right upright.
Yep.
And then you saw the referees both look at each other and then call it no good. So it was close. I mean, I'm not sure they saw what they wanted to see.
I'm not sure.
And I've always thought 2 guys standing under each goalpost, that's fine and dandy. You almost need a third person back behind where you can really have a perspective as to where that ball is.
Yep.
I've been there. That's a tough call when you're standing underneath that upright. So, I don't know. Again, sounds like I'm whining, but I'll tell you what, 8-3 looks a lot different than 8-0.
Sure does.
Sure
does. Alan McDonald checking in from Lake Stevens. Thanks, Alan. And then Brian H. Jones checking in from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. All right, so here we go. We got our hands team up to the front. I can see Wes Bosworth up there again on the front. Thomas Honer up on that front line. Number 36, Eli Muckler. And on the other side of the field, I believe that's either Trevin Thielman or Cole Brenninger on the left side. I think it's Trevin. All right, so Arrows are going to start off with this kick. Number 22, Galley. Somebody's got it from Lancaster's got to help me out with that. Catches it on. Oh, little skip. Oh,
knee.
Yep, they're
going
to
call the knee down.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm wondering though if he got his feet back, if he got his knee back up off of the ground, and that's what he's saying. We'll see what happens here. I can try and go back. Oh yeah, that was the right call. He did. I mean, it was a little skip ball. He went down to grab it. When his knee was still on the ground, he touched the ball. When he got up is when he secured the ball. But they're still going to call that down by contact.
So we're going to start 1st and 10 at our own 15.
Boy, Jerry, I like the sound of an 85-yard drive.
That would look sweet right here.
I would really like the sound of that. All right, Hornets come up to the offense. It looks like McDonald at the top, Fingerson to the bottom, Thielman in the backfield. Fingerson is in motion. And this is going to go to Teague Perkins. Up the middle, no, Colton Stibbe.
Nice
really nice run by Colton Stibbe.
Took a shot, spun off the hit.
And right away, 5 yards.
Picked up about another extra 3 yards.
That is a huge first down pickup. If you can pick up 5 up the middle on Lancaster defense, we're doing good things.
Tell you what, Colton's running hard.
He is.
Trevin's running hard.
Yep. Teague's running hard.
Yeah, we're bringing it.
They just got to keep it going. Got to get the sustainability going.
Our line's got to continue to get the surge that we got in that second quarter.
Yes, I was just going to mention that. You took the words right out of my mouth, Jerry. All right. Shotgun formation. Brenninger in the backfield. He's going to get the ball this time. There he goes. Gain of about 3, it looked like. Maybe 4. All right, so now we're looking at 3rd and 1, it looks like.
Yeah, we've got to get to the 25-yard line.
And you know what, Jerry? This is a great down and distance. 3rd and 1, you love to have a 3rd and 1 on every 3rd down play if you have to have it.
We'll take it.
Yep. Let's see what the line can, and if we ever needed a line surge, this is the line surge. Yep. All right, so let's see what happens here. Hornets come up to the line. Fingerson to the bottom of your screen. Perkins, and looks like there's a little confusion going on here in the backfield. Perkins and Thielman. Bosworth to the left, McDonald to the top of your screen. You got to think there's going to be a run straight up the gut.
We're going to get a delay of the game.
And they just got it off. Teague Perkins is going to get ahead, and he's going to get that. Wow, they called that ball dead. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Let's see where they spot the ball, Jerry. And a
wow.
I'm sorry, that's a terrible spot.
That is not a good spot.
No, yikes, come on.
And Andy's not agreeing with, he's agreeing with us. Wow.
Okay, I don't mean to complain, and I'm sorry if I am, and if it sounds like that, but that was an atrocious spot. All right, fourth and inches. 4th and inches. Come on, guys, let's get this. Pauls to Stibbe. That's a first down plus some. That's good running, and that's when the whistle should sound. That's when it should sound. Sorry, folks, I'm a little excited. My apologies. But yikes. Yikes. Okay. All right, first down for the Hornets. Ball's on the 30-yard line. They needed 1. Got 6. Nice job, Colton Stibbe on that run. Bowling ball, buddy. I'm telling you, that kid, stacking hay and flipping tires, that's what he does.
Yeah. Yep. North-south, man, he goes north. There's no south.
Thielman
nice
on the carry.
Run.
Let's see where they spot this one.
Looks like they gave him where he got to. That's good.
And it's this near side sideline judge that should be spotting that. And he is. Okay, so that's good. That far side judge was coming in, and when he came in, I was watching him, Jerry, on the far side when he was coming in, and he was a lot closer to the 30 than this near side judge was. So got that figured out, so that's good. Offense is doing some good things so far here this first series. Got to keep this momentum going. Got to have this. No confusion. Execute the play. Let's get it done. One receiver to the right, one receiver to the left. Shotgun formation for Pauls, looking for the pass. Right across the middle. And there's the flag. There we go. Took him a little time to get that out, but
how about another
it's
one
a right
for the
call.
coach on the field?
Could maybe do that.
Can you stand 5 yards onto the field?
I don't know. He's trying it. That'll get the Hornets the first down. All right, so ball will be placed at the 47-yard line, where it's a 1st and 10 for Richland Center. Close to that half-field mark, and boy, Jerry, I like the direction this is going. They keep moving towards that south end zone, and I like it. All right, 8:30 left on the clock. Shotgun formation again for Pauls. It's going to be an end around to Perkins, who finds a seam. And a nice run of a gain of about 5.5. Really good run by Teague Perkins.
Yep.
All right, 2nd and 5. Again, really good second down yardage here. 2nd and 5, going to take that all day long. If you get the 3rd and 1, we'll take that all day long.
Absolutely.
And again, just chugging ahead, chugging ahead, chugging ahead. Again, line surge and assignment blocking. They're doing a really nice job of that. Big shout out to our line today. Paul's back for the pass, and he's going to find Fingerson. Oh! Would have been a really nice pass reception. And he spun it around, and he was kind of spinning to the left and then had to try to spin back to the right. And we're going to let the clock run down here and take a timeout. What do we got going on? We're going to be closing our play clock here. We better hurry this up. Let's go, boys. Okay, here we go. All right, 3rd and 5, ball sitting on the 48. Yep, they better get it.
We're into the last 5
And
seconds.
Ball comes just in time. Go, go, go!
Look at that.
There we go, Colton Stibbe.
That a
That's
baby.
what we're talking about. Sorry,
those
folks,
legs-
if your volume just went up at home,
Kept
I
those legs
apologize.
churning, bounced off a couple of hits.
Exactly what he needed to do.
Colton Stibbe.
That's the running we need from Colton Stibbe tonight. And again, where's he going? North and south, and a whole lot of north, Jerry.
Yep.
A whole lot of north.
1st and 10 Hornets. Down to the 36-yard line. Remember this drive started at the 15.
Yeah. And I said, boy, Jerry, wouldn't it be nice to have an 85-yard drive?
Well, we're getting there.
Let's hope we get it.
We've just got to finish. We're kind of a little discombobulated.
Yes.
Here. Trying to.
One of the things I'm wondering too, Jerry, and I'm kind of just speculating on this. They've been running that game clock down. She's already got her hand up. We're not going to get this play off. We have to do it right now if we're going to. 5, 4, 3. There we go.
Wow.
Cole Brenninger on the run. And yep, guess what we're going to have. Guess what we're going to have. Holding offense. I believe that's on number 62, Bruce Buchholz.
We've been doing fine 1st and 10.
Yep.
But boy, 1st and 20, not good.
I got to be honest with you, Jerry. I'm rewatching this again. I don't know how that's a hold. I'm sorry, Jerry. I don't know how it's.
Was it a chop block?
Well, I think they called it a hold, and
I didn't see the.
because the Lancaster player, actually, that defensive lineman came in low on Bruce's legs. Bruce got out of the way. The Lancaster player went down, and Bruce just kind of put his hand on him. Okay, Stibbe in motion. Paul's back for the shotgun snap, throwing it, and it's going to go to Lee Fingerson and outstretched his.
He had
That
the
connection
defender
tonight.
beat.
He did.
He had the defender beat.
Yep. That connection tonight just has not been as sharp as we've seen it before in past games.
Yep, he puts that one on the fingers, and Leaf brings it in.
Leaf is going to be
He's gone.
in, yes.
14's not catching him.
No. Because, again, I think you're right. I think the fastest player on the field tonight, again, probably number 4 for the Hornets, Lee Fingerson. And, again, if we can just get that connection to happen, he had a lot of green in front of him. There's nobody that was going to get to him. All right, here we go. So we're looking at 2nd and 22 after that incomplete pass and the holding, quote-unquote, call before that. Sorry, Jerry. All right, shotgun snap. Brenninger in the backfield. Could have been. Now we're going to – and how about it? Oh, my goodness. This is going to get – I told you. I was actually talking to one of our fans down on the field, and talking to one of our fans down below by the concession stands, and I said, here's what's going to happen. Mark my words. There was not much called the first half where there could have been things called the first half. I said, guess what you're going to see the second half? Flag, 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 flag. It could have been a pass interference call, too. They could have called it both ways, to be honest with you. Trying to check this out again, Jerry. Yeah, I don't know where the holding penalty came from.
It's 2nd and 37.
Yikes. I don't know. I don't know, Jerry. I don't know. All right. Hornets got to overcome a lot here. And it's going to be picked off, and I hate to say it, it's going to be a pick 6.
There's nobody there.
Yep.
Oyen.
Yep, it was Oyen.
He's got both scores tonight. One on offense, one on
And
defense.
I got 2 offensive linemen that are looking at the ref and going, what is happening? So I don't know what they were calling on that. I'm not, I mean, Pauls was definitely under pressure on that. He'd have been better just to eat it. And again, the ball was intended for Fingerson, and there was just no, the connection wasn't there. Leaf was still heading down the field. Drew already tossed the ball. Those two just have, that should be. Can they get him on? If he wasn't in the huddle, can he go in? Oh, get there. Yeah, go. I know. I was getting excited again, Jerry, sorry.
That's all right, we got the stop. We got the stop.
Got the stop. Oh, we got a player down. We got a player down. I don't know who it is. You got a number, bud? I'm trying to look at it, I can't see it. So we at least come away with no point after. And I'm thinking maybe, yep, it's going to be a cramp. Brady Dosh, maybe? I see a 2 on the left. And I don't, oh no, I think that's Brady Dosh right there. It might be Cole Brenninger. All right, so 14-0. I don't know, Jerry. Have we been shooting ourselves in the foot? I guess, if you want to call the quote-unquote holding calls, because it put us really, really deep. And the thing that I'm here. Where's the soapbox? I got to jump on it. Where's my soapbox? I'm getting on my soapbox right now. When the stripes start to dictate the speed of the game and what happens, the changes start to come forward. You know what I'm saying? You saw when Hillers was really tentative on that kick because he got ran into 2 or 3 times, and it wasn't called. You know, so he modifies his kick. You got holding penalties that are, I guess, holding penalties, and then now you get a little tentative then because, okay, what are they going to call this next one? And you hate to get that way. You hate to have that mental block because you know just as well as I do how much this is a mental game as well as it is a physical game. And when that stuff gets in your head and you have a hard time getting it out because you don't know what the next penalty call is going to be, it can really mess your funk up. All right, Hornets off to receive this kick. It's going to be down the field. This looks like Lee Fingerson looking for a seam. And he's going to get to about the 25. So that's what the Hornets will take over. $163 viewers on. Ryan Collins checking in from Lancaster. Go Lancaster and Kobe Law, from Austin, Texas, it looks like. And Ryan, I appreciate it. And I, even though we are some hometown fans and we were kind of a little upset with one of the calls, or a couple of the calls maybe. Ryan Collins, by the way, y'all have been doing a great job announcing. Thanks, Ryan. Joe Rice, checking in. Good job, Brady. Matt's saying that we're going to get called up by ESPN. You know, if we could take over for Buck and Aikman, I wouldn't mind. I bet you there'd be some happy Packer fans. Sorry. Pitch play right up the middle. Teague Perkins. Nice run. Going to get about 2 or 3 on that. The near judge is calling it 3 yards. There we go. again, if they can be methodical, sustain the drive, get some positive yardage. Jerry, in the first couple series of that, or the first couple plays of that last series, that's exactly what they were doing. A couple of penalties. Questionable, I'm going to say it, sorry. Questionable calls. Did not, okay, what's going on now? Officials timeout. And it looks like we got an equipment malfunction here.
Yeah, something on the helmet, snap
yep.
or something.
So they're going to have to take, Fingerson will have to come out for a play. Stibbe will come in to replace him. Trying to get that helmet replaced as quickly as possible. They want Fingerson back out there. This is going to go to Perkins around the other side, and he's going to get swallowed up. And that time our line, oh, Perkins still pushing. That kid, he won't go down, Jerry. He had 4 or 5 white jerseys hanging on him.
You know, they got a lot of penetration coming on that side, and then what happens is it kind of forced Teague to kind of belly back a little bit.
Right.
And if you get him going east-west, that's what you want. If
Right.
you're the defense, you do not want Teague Perkins going north-south.
No.
Because he is a load. And,
yeah, he is.
And east-west, that's what you want to do with anybody. But
yep.
They did a nice job that time. They made him kind of belly back
right.
with their penetration.
Brenton Baker in on this, number 26. He's a freshman. He's on the top side of your screen. Paul's in the shotgun. 3rd down. He's got to get rid of it. It's going to be to Bosworth, who makes a nice move. Come on, baby, get to the first. And that's
Good
a
job,
first
Wes.
down. Wes Bosworth had 2 Lancaster defenders closing in on him. He made a jab step to the right, takes off to the left, found his seam, got to the yardage for a first down, and that's the drive sustainability we've been talking about all season long. Can we keep doing that? And we have to. 4:45 left on the clock. 3rd quarter.
Looks like Fingerson got his helmet fixed.
He's ready to get back
Probably
in
get
there.
him back in the next play.
Yep. So say Bosworth to the bottom of the screen, Stibbe in the slot, Baker to the top. This pass is going to go to Bosworth again.
Nice catch.
Really nice catch.
Ball was thrown a little bit behind him.
Yep.
He corralled it, brought it in.
That time Esser and Oyen on the stop. About a 4-yard gain on that, maybe a long 3.
You know, Wes presents you with a big target.
Yep.
And boy, he went out and got that ball. That was a nice catch. In traffic.
All right, so 2nd and 7. Ball sitting at about the 42-yard line. We got a 3:27 and counting on the clock. Fingerson to the bottom of your screen. Stibbe in that slot. McDonald to the top. Paul's in the shotgun, and I think that's Thielman, or maybe, I can't tell if it's Brenninger. Thielman behind him. And there's the pass to Stibbe. Stibbe's still up. And with the forward progress, he should be about
really
a half
close.
a yard shy of the first.
Oh.
But it was a really nice move.
So they give the ball to the spotter.
And it's going to be,
That's what you don't want.
going to call it a 3rd, and it's got to be a short 2. I don't know, it looked like he got a little closer than that, Jerry. Really nice job by Stibbe with his forward progress to give him probably a 3rd and 1.
Another nice pass by Drew Pauls, too.
Yep.
He's really putting the ball right on the money.
Yep. Perkins on your left-hand side. Watch for that little shovel pass to the inside for Perkins. And this time it's actually going to go to Thielman for the first down and more.
Nice little
Really
run.
nice job.
Picking his
Really
way through
nice
the
job.
defense. Coach is doing a heck of a job, too. Mixing it up.
Yeah.
Keeping that Lancaster defense kind of on its heels.
Yep.
I mean, we've had a couple of drives like this in this half.
Yeah, we have.
You just got to stay away from that yellow thing.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Because it's really hurt us.
It has. I mean, that's like you said. A couple penalties and that bot snap, and that takes us out of the end zone 3 times. Shotgun snap for Pauls. He's on the run. Going to deliver the ball. Little floater, and he just throws it away. Smart idea.
Yep, good idea.
Really smart idea. Okay, so incomplete pass in the first. Can hear the student section getting into it a little bit. All right, Hornets coming back up to the ball. Hornet offense. Fingers into the bottom of your screens to be in the slot. Bosworth going to go to the top of your screen as a receiver. Thielman in the backfield behind Paul's in the shotgun. Perkins on the right side of your line. Here comes another pass. Get rid of it. And Fingerson just can't haul it in. A little bit outside of him. And Drew took a shot on that play, and he is still down. And we're going to get an official's timeout here. Yeah, Drew took a shot on that. He delivered the ball, but as soon as he delivered the ball, and I'll be maybe a little honest with you on that one, Jerry. I'm going to back that up a second. I'm going to take a look at that again.
You know, he's been taking hits all night. I mean, he's been delivering passes on the money.
Here's what I'm going to tell you.
Under heavy pressure.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. That ball was well out of his hands when 6'5", 190-pound senior Paxton Hankey came in and laid the wood to him. The ball was out of his hands, and the arm was down. I mean, by all rights, you tell me, Jerry, if I'm off on this. Watch this. It's going to be right over here. Ready? Ball released, and then comes the hit. I might be being a little bit critical of the refs tonight, but I might have good reason tonight. Sorry. This time it's Bosworth with the keeper. He's going to come around the end, and he's going to get swallowed up. And that was third down. And that's what we've been talking about, Jerry. It's just those things that are just, they're not gelling. It looks like they got the good things going.
We're going to go ahead and punt here.
Yep.
Just over a minute in the third quarter. 14-0 Lancaster. Probably with all things considered, probably a good decision here.
Yep.
You know, Drew's out of the ball game, shaking up a little bit.
Yeah, give him a breather.
From the big hit. You know, play a field position game here.
Right.
Sometimes good things happen on special teams here.
Keep your eye on Hiller's leg this time. Now that time he got full extension.
And he got a good kick away.
And he did get a good kick away. Get down there. Yeah, don't.
Nice punt.
Good kick, yep. Ethan Haiti on the coverage down there.
So, you know, you're only down 2 scores.
Yep.
And good decision, a lot of game left.
Yep.
Let the defense take over here. Again, we've had some nice drives.
Boy, what it wouldn't do for a pick six right here, Jerry.
It would sure be nice to finish, though.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, and that's the piece we've been kind of coming back to. Just finish the drive, finish the drive, finish the drive. And I'm going to tell you, the rest have not been helping us out at all for allowing us to finish the drive. Now I am complaining. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Schreiber Foods.
Thank you for getting me off that. Schreiber Foods is our sponsor. Dive all with that. How is that not a hold? I am just, Jerry, I'm sorry. I'm getting frustrated, but how is that not a hold? Folks, your announcer, Mr. Chambers, is going to step away for a minute to collect himself.
They get better spots, too. They're spotting the ball better.
And that'll end the third quarter. So we're going to head to the fourth quarter here. 14-0 in favor of the Flying Arrows. We'll come back for the fourth quarter with second and about 4 for the Arrows that are just starting their drive after the punt from Zach Hillers.
They're off for just a second.
Okay, we're back. And fourth quarter underway here. Lancaster, second down and about 4.
Die ball hands off to Alvarado.
Nice play.
Who's going to get taken down. Yeah, you can call that. You can call that a late hit on 71. That's okay. You can throw your flag. Boy, Jerry. Oh, okay. I thought I got it out of me, but maybe I didn't. All right. No gain on the play. I think that was Perkins in on the tackle. And you got to think Lancaster right now is they're in no rush.
That might have been Kleppy. That was a nice play. 74, is that?
Yep,
Braden
74.
Kleppy?
I saw the 4.
That was a nice play.
And no 7. I thought it was a 3. Braden Kleppy. Bunch of receivers to the left. You can know they're going to run that way, and he's going to find the seam. And there he goes.
Yeah, you can't let him get outside.
Nope. He's just, and you know, you and I both saw it, Jerry. They started to bunch that receiver set to the left, and you know Dival was going to go that way.
Yep, and I think, you know, you look at, in a lot of ways they've been doing us a favor by having him throw more tonight.
Right.
This guy can run.
Yeah, he can.
They get people out ahead of him, and he's a force.
Yeah.
So we've got to take away the run.
Yeah, was he 6'1", 215? And I bet he's bigger than that.
I think you're just going to see more running. And
yep. Here comes a flag.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, let's see if we get a holding on Lancaster this time. And then he threw it. Okay, it's all right. Holding up on the offense. I think, Jerry, that might be only the second holding call on Lancaster.
Bring it down a little bit.
11 minutes left on the clock. Drew taking a couple of snaps on the side, some passes on the side, kind of get him back into the. He looks like he's doing good. Gonna hope that he's doing okay. I know.
What's over there?
I don't know. Pass to the outside to Oyen.
That was pretty
sure
nice.
enough. He's gonna haul it in.
That was pretty nice.
That was nice pitch and catch.
Yeah, and I hope I wasn't mistaken by saying they've thrown the ball well, but
yeah,
but they're, you know, he's. I just think when he gets it and just goes with it,
yeah,
he's tough.
36 Muckler on the tackle on that one.
They get people out ahead of him, and
right.
Well, you don't tackle him low, he's gonna steamroll you.
Second 10, so
he's
they got
not
that
slow either.
Holding yardage back. Yep. Second 10 back to their original line of scrimmage.
Good player.
2 receivers left, one to the right. Watch Dival holding on to this one again. And Coach Troxel is livid.
There was motion.
Absolutely livid. Livid. Yeah, that's a false start. That's a fault. He was not set when they snapped the ball. My dear goodness.
Yep.
And here's the unfortunate thing, Jerry. Those things affect the coaching, and they affect the players. Alvarado out to the pass. Oh, Trevin Thielman looked, and he made it. He did a nice job to come back and make that tackle on Oyen. His eyes got big as saucers. He wanted to grab that ball, and he was just in position and just went right over top of his fingertips.
Yeah, he was in good position.
He was in great position. Oh. Holding, another holding. There's another holding call. Another holding call that was missed by this officiating. I'm sorry, I'm going to put it out there. I hope Troxel appeals to the WIAA about this game. This is atrocious. I'm sorry, folks. I'm really, really sorry that I'm saying all this stuff on air, but this is just, I don't know what else to say. Jerry, I don't know what else to say.
It doesn't do any good.
No, and it gives.
You can't change it.
The other part is it gives the other stripes that are out here that are doing a really good job, it gives them a bad name. Because we've got some pretty darn good officiating crews.
Yep.
Tonight, I don't see it. And I'll tell you this, and it's not every single official out there either. So I'll tell you that as well. It's not every official that's out there. There's been a couple of them. Get on it. Get on it. Incomplete pass. Surprised he didn't call something on the Hornets on that one. Sorry. Wow, Jerry, I don't know. I don't.
It's
unfortunate.
The word that sticks in my mind is frustration. It's frustrating because the kids are giving it everything they've got.
Right.
It's hard. I mean,
yeah.
Coaching staff frustrated.
Yeah.
You know. And we're frustrated.
Yeah, we are.
And so are everybody.
And I mean, obviously, it's our team that we're trying to build up and promote. And I mean, that's why we're bringing this stuff to you guys. You know, we're Hornet fans. Obviously, we know that. But I'm telling you what, folks. If I'm wrong, and you can get some Lancaster folks on here on the chat to talk about it. And if you think we're crazy on some of these calls, I'll take what you got to say. But I'm telling you what, right now, this is not a really well officiated game by a few of those stripes out there.
And I don't think it really benefits either team.
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
you know, I mean, it's not going to help Lancaster if you're like, oh, we're going to get all these calls, because then they don't put forth their full effort. We are trying to put forth full effort and then get no calls or bad calls, or I don't know. They're going to kick it away, and that's going to be, I believe, McDonald with a nice return.
Really nice return.
Really nice return, up to about the 33-yard line.
Picked up as much, took all the real estate they were willing to give.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Really good return by Alec McDonald.
Good field position.
That's going to start us in about the 33-yard line. Well,
nice return by Alec.
It looks like the Hornets are going to be playing 11 against 13 at least right now, and so they're going to have to do something about those other two. I don't know what it's going to be, but let's hope it. They got to make some adjustments or whatever that may be. Execute to the T. Don't even give them anything to think about throwing a flag for. All right, here we go. McDonald to the bottom of your screen. Stibbe in the slot. Fingerson to the top. Fingerson's in motion. It's going to go pitch out to Fingerson. He's going to try and find a spot to get to. And they're going to stretch him out, and loss on the play. Yeah, right about to the original line of scrimmage. No, they're going to give him a loss of at least one. I didn't know that the coaches could just walk on the field, Jerry, like that, but maybe I'm. Now I am just complaining. I'm sorry. I apologize, folks. You didn't, all 179 of you or whatever is on right now, you guys didn't check in here, 171, to hear me complain about stuff, so my apologies.
9 minutes and counting. We've just got to
execute.
Get it back.
Yep.
Get it back.
Oh, bad snap. Just falling it, Drew.
Ah.
Oh, shoot.
He
this
tried.
is no good.
Scooping
Trevin Thielman. Yep. Okay, they're going to call him down. Trevin Thielman gets the stop. I know. Yeah. .8:49 on the clock. Lancaster sitting on the 1. Got a feeling die ball keeper for 6. Or Alvarado. This time it's Alvarado, and he's actually going to get. Looked like he got stopped before the goal line, but. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Make this a 28-0 game.
Oh, they're going for the touchdown. Never mind.
And
Pretty good defense. Nice job, Lee Fingerson.
yep.
It's on now.
So that keeps it
Got
at
right in that
26.
kid's hip pocket. Broke it up.
It only comes down when you're up here.
All right, well, it's a 4-possession game. Before I get too discouraged, let's give our sponsor another shout out. It's Schreiber Foods bringing this game to you. Thanks again, Schreiber Foods, and all of our sponsors so far this year, bringing games to you at home, across the nation, across the globe.
Yeah.
Thank you, folks, for checking in tonight.
170-some listeners. And viewers. 8:42 on the clock. Lancaster set to kick off. Looks like Fingerson and Alec McDonald back deep again.
And again, Jerry, you know, it's talked about this discouraging kind of feeling. Alec McDonald, oh, and the ball popped out. Just jump on it. Ball popped out. He was trying to just go straight ahead. Brenton Baker jumps on that ball, and Alec McDonald's a little slow to get up.
Yeah, shaking up on the play there.
Yep. First and 10, Hornets will take over on their own 27. Yeah. For the score, Jerry, still pretty decent crowd here at Vitus Rip Field.
Yep. Cheerleaders are keeping the fire going.
Yep. A little confusion in the Hornet offensive huddle here. McDonald kind of coming over to the sideline pretty gingerly.
Yeah, he looks
after
pretty
that
shaken
hit.
up. Took a pretty good shot on that return.
Yeah, he did. Heard a pretty loud crack all the way up here to the booth. All right, Paul's under center this time. Handoff goes to Stibbe. Looking straight ahead. Nice run by Colton Stibbe. Gain of about 3 on that play. And one thing, Jerry, I'll go back to, and we kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier, you know, can't take a whole lot away from the Lancaster defense. They've been doing a really good job on us, too.
They have.
You know, we've got some sustained drives going, get some penalties, whether those were legit or not, we don't know. But, you know, looking back at the film, and there's a little bit of a delay from what we can see right now to what you're seeing. And so some of those, I don't know. But Lancaster defense have been doing a pretty decent job.
You know, they really have. they get to the football, they tackle low.
Yeah.
They gang tackle, and they haven't given up any big plays.
Right.
You know,
There's a play to West Bosworth, first down.
the reversed Lee Fingerson, probably the biggest play of the game.
Yep.
For us.
And add this one on, too.
Yeah, and we had another big gainer on the double pass.
Yeah.
Also to Lee Fingerson.
This is about a 27-yard gain here for that pitch and catch from
they've
Halls
really done a good job. I mean,
Bosworth.
and they don't need any help.
No.
They don't need the help. They're doing a good job without the calls and stuff. So
Yep, I would agree.
Yeah, and I don't want to take away nothing from any of the kids. I think
No.
I think both teams have played very well.
I can't disagree with that in any way, shape, or form, Jerry.
Yep.
You know, and we know this just as well as everybody at home knows this, and everybody in the field knows this. The refs aren't going to call a perfect game. We get it, but you got to try and get as close as you can. Paul's looking to pass. This is going to go to Bosworth and just
in and out of his hands. Well, tough. That was a tough one.
Yeah, He was turning backwards, try to jump,
around.
get to the high point, locate it, and bring it in. And those are dangerous ones, when they go out the fingers. And so.
Yeah, you're all stretched out. Defender coming up hard. Sometimes you can take a pretty good shot right there.
Yeah. All right, so 2nd and 10, ball sitting in the 46. All right, 2nd and 10. Looks like Stibbe and Britton Baker, I believe. The bottom of your screen. He's a freshman. Fingerson to the top. Looking at, ooh.
In and out of his hands.
Yep. Had the right play drawn up. Brings up 3rd and 10. Yeah, just couldn't haul it. Those last 2 passes, they were there, just off the fingertips for both Bosworth and Baker on that. Nice that McDonald and Baker come back in. I'm sorry, McDonald and Bosworth come in. Baker and Thielman head off. Looking at that kind of same setup again here as we saw in that last play. Stibbe in the backfield. Now they're bringing that defender up on Bosworth here, about 5 yards off. Now Bosworth in motion. Goes to Teague Perkins. Here we go. Teague Perkins, come on, baby. Go, 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 go. Come on, Teager. Come on, baby. Come on. And there he goes.
They're not going to catch him. And no flags on the field on a baby. Picked up a nice block, broke a tackle.
Nice.
Little spin move to the outside and gone. Kicked in the afterburners.
Alec McDonald with a perfectly timed block. Breaks Teague Perkins away in for the touchdown. Whew, boy. Telling you what, it's good to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. And that was good to see. Good to see.
Would have been nice if we could have broke that ice a little earlier.
I know.
We so close so many times.
And again, we didn't get any help. Hillers. Low snap.
Snap picked up.
Picked up and good.
Good. Awesome.
That'll make it 7 for the Hornets. 26 on the board for Lancaster. 3-possession game. You got about 7:14 left on the clock.
Cheerleaders? Anybody? Carter? Yep, there you go, bud. Down, down. To his headroom, Carter. Come down. There you go. On 3 and 3.
Well, oh boy. I'm telling you, that guy every Friday. Every Friday. Thanks for chiming in, Mr. Nice. I gotta give that guy a little bit of a shout out. I've never seen a guy who can control a lawn chair like Mike Nice can. Mike, you do a great job down there at TriStar, buddy. Doing a great job down there. Thanks for chiming in, bud. We love to see you. We love to see you popping in on our stream. It's good stuff. All right, Hornets gonna line up here for the approach. Hillers with the kick, and it's a little. Oh, go! Get on it! And let's see.
I think they might have recovered it.
I think they might have.
Boy, it was nice how it come off that kid's pads.
Oh,
it was all there for the pickings.
It was. Just couldn't get on it.
That's tough. Good kick by Zach.
Man, it was a really nice kick.
Kind of got the short hop,
in
between hops or whatever they call that.
Yep.
And that kid, that's tough.
I think it was Trevin Thielman that tried to grab that. I couldn't see exactly who that was on the attempted recovery. Trevin Thielman was there, and 26, Britton Baker. All right, 7:14 on the clock. Lancaster's taking over on the Hornet 48. Boy, a strip would be good. Thanks again to our sponsors, Schreiber Foods, for tonight's game. Dival in the shotgun, low snap. Gonna try and get, oh!
He's got a
See
guy
you
down
later.
the seam.
Yep.
Wide open.
They weren't even looking at it.
Yikes. Yikes.
Number one.
Yikes. 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 That's Taylor Williams with the reception.
That's a really well thrown ball, too.
Yep. And just blown coverage. Blown coverage.
Dival can do it all. He's tough on the run. Throw it. That was a good ball. Kid was open, but I mean, it was still just.
Yep. I mean,
laid
he
it
just
out there,
put it,
let the
put
kid
it
run
right,
underneath it.
right where he needed to put it.
2-point conversion.
It's going to be a keeper by Dival. Ooh.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
That'll leave it at 32-7.
7:05 on the clock.
Lancaster 32, Richland Center 7.
What's up? What's that?
.05 on the clock, fourth quarter. Hornets to receive this kickoff.
What's that?
It's okay. McDonald on the carry. Hold that ball tight, son. There we go. There we go. Go.
That away, Alec.
Nice job. It's a nice return by McDonald. Ball sitting on the 31-yard line. Paul's in the shotgun. Looks like Brenninger. Nope. Thielman behind him.
Yeah.
Nice run.
He really has run. He's made some really nice runs
Yeah,
tonight.
he's been doing really well, getting low, pushing hard.
Yep, making
up
some
the
nice
field.
cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our running attack has looked good.
It has, Jerry. I mean, really.
Colt Stibbe's done a really good job.
Yep. Perkins has done a good job.
Our blocking's been really
The
good.
line, yeah, that was the big shout out we had in the second quarter. Our
Yeah.
offensive line had some really good momentum, really good pushing white jerseys back, and then we've kind of went away from that a little bit. We just haven't had that surge like we did in the second quarter.
Yeah, and we haven't been able to really break much open.
No.
They tackle. They're
Yeah. Again, can't take it away from Lancaster.
No, you can't.
That should have been a. Oh, no, that's going to be an off. Yep, that'll be offensive pass interference.
Probably not a bad
Nope.
thing though, because
He would have picked it.
Yep. He stopped a pick from happening, so
Yep.
it was actually a pretty good play by Wes. Declined. So we're going to take
third
it
down.
down. Turns out to be a really good play. It cost us a down, that's it.
Yep.
But I mean, honestly, that's a pick.
Right.
And maybe a pick 6. There wasn't a whole lot of black and orange over this way.
Right. Jerry, I was just kind of watching the replay on that, and it looked like maybe Lancaster got a little jump on that ball a little quicker than they needed to, but it was pretty bang bang. All right, 3rd and long 9. Paul's back to pass. Oh.
Brady Oyen. That's his 2nd pick 6 of the night.
Yep.
To go with an offensive touchdown.
Paul's under duress again, and that intended for Fingerson, and just that connection has just not been there tonight.
No. The point after touchdown is no good. That'll leave it at 38-7 with 5:43 to go in the quarter.
Your score, Lancaster 38, Richland Center 7.
Okay, we got the kick receive team back in. Like I said, 5 minutes, 43 seconds to go. We've had a couple really good returns the last couple of kicks by Alec McDonald. Started out with good field position both of the last 2 drives. Ooh, that's kind of a squib. Nice job. Covered on the play by Brady Dosh, freshman. Nice job. That was, I don't know if that was just kind of I don't think it was intentional. Looked like he kicked maybe the top third of the ball, and it squibbed just over the front line, and Brady did a nice job of covering that ball. That's a live ball, and nice job. We'll take it. That's pretty good field position to start, just over the 35-yard line. Drew Paul's in the shotgun. Single back, looks like Trevin Thielman. Alec McDonald to the left. Oop. That might, I take that back. That might be Cole Brenninger on the pitch. It was Cole Brenninger. Kind of a low pitch. He had to go down and get it. By the time he was able to pick it up and recover, the defense was there. 5 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. 2nd down and 11 for the Hornets. Colton Stibbe single back behind Drew Poles, and the give is to Stibbe. Colton's had a really good night running the football. He got some of those yards back that we lost on the first carry. Back to the just over the initial line of scrimmage. That'll make it 3rd and a long 9. Ball resting just over the 35-yard line. Pass was intended for Wes Bosworth, slightly overthrown, got kind of tied up with the defender downfield. 4th down and 9, looks like we're going to probably bring the punt team on. Kick the ball back to the Arrows.
Four minutes left on the clock.
Oh, we had movement on the line. Somebody on that right side shifted. Looked like maybe Brady. Was that Brady Dosh?
Yep, Brady Dosh.
Yeah. Just flinched a little bit, just enough to get the procedure call.
Maybe this will help. Turn it around here.
Well, there is no 2 right now, so just
Hillers with a kick. Nice kick. Kind of a spiraling kick. And it'll go out of bounds at about the 46 or 47-yard line of the Flying Arrows.
Yep. That's where Lancaster will take over. Just under 4 minutes to go. 38-7.
Alvarado with a carry that time.
Yep. New quarterback in the game.
I was just going to mention
number
that, Jerry.
8.
That's the number 8.
For the
That's
Arrows.
Nolan Wolf.
Nolan Wolf with a handoff. And
5'10", 155, and sophomore.
looks like maybe a few more white jerseys out there as well. Coming in. Make some replacements. So getting a chance to get some different kids on the field, which is nice. Looks like Oyen in the slot.
This time is going to go to Alvarado again, and wow, nice stiff arm.
Yeah. Nice tackle, too. Was that Alec McDonald?
That is Alec McDonald with the tackle. Yeah, he grabbed a hold of the jersey and just did not let go.
Got her done. Nice job, Alec. That kid's slippery. Bounced it to the outside. And couple nice stiff arms. And
right, again, 5'7", 175. I mean, that's a package to try and bring down, right?
Yeah, and quick. You got quick feet.
Williams to the top of your screen this time. Handoff again to Alvarado, and right at the middle, and he'll get taken down for after a gain of about 1 or 2. Looks like Colton Stibbe and Teague Perkins, I think, in on the tackle. Yep. Hornets show him blitz. This time it's going to be a pass. And just overthrew number 2, and that's Andrew Taylor.
Yeah, these things get sore, don't they? good or bad or. Flag on the field, took holding on the flying arrows. Third down and about 19 yards to go. Slot formation right, single receiver left. Single back offense, straight ahead to Alvarado. He is brought down on the play. Look like Cole Brenninger, Brady Dosh. Among a couple other Hornets in on that as well. Going to take a delay of the game, 42 seconds to go.
Okay.
Watoma, I think.
Okay.
Okay, Tate Young came into the ballgame for Teague Perkins, number 66. Lancaster's punt team's on. Kick is away, brought in by Fingerson. Nice nifty move along the sidelines and out of bounds just over the 30. Pretty nice return. Nice job by the one blocker from the Hornets there to let up. Looked like he was gonna set himself up for a block in the back and did a nice job to avoid that. So
Thank our live stream sponsor for tonight's game, Schreiber Foods, bringing this game to you in your home.
29 seconds and counting. 38-7 in favor of the Flying Arrows. Drew Paul's in the shotgun. Kevin Thielman single back, straight to give us to Trevin.
Nice run.
Really nice run. Probably his biggest gain of the night, but he's had some really good runs tonight.
Yeah, he has.
Both Trevin and Colton and Teague.
Yep.
They've all had a really nice job running the football. Timeout, Bristol Center, 17 seconds to go.
Thielman again.
Nice cut. Really nice cut.
It's about 8 yards on that. Timeout right away by Hornets. 4 seconds left in the clock. We'll see what Coach Troxel put together here for most likely the last play of our of our game tonight.
Yeah, unless there's a defensive penalty, it probably will be. Oh, they want more time on the clock. 8 seconds,
Looking at
maybe?
8 seconds, yep. Yep, and they got it.
Yeah, there might be more time for more than one then.
Then more than one, yeah.
And I know we do have one more timeout left, I believe. Ball pass intended for Alec McDonald, out of his reach. Now there's 4 seconds left in the game on the incomplete pass.
Looks like they're going to either put 2 more seconds on or it's going to be at 2 seconds. And let's see, I'm not sure. Yep, going to run it down to 2 seconds.
Trevin Thielman. And that is the ball game.
That's the ball game. Your final score, Lancaster 38, Hornets 7.
One more shout out to our sponsor tonight, Schreiber Foods. Want to thank them for bringing this live broadcast to you this evening, and again, all of our sponsors so far this season for bringing these games to you folks at home. Want to thank them for that. Well, Jerry, next week, Wautoma at home, Parents' Night. So that's a good thing. Senior night. We're trying.
Yeah, we'll be right back here, 7 o'clock, Friday night. Like he said, senior night, Wautoma, it's a non-conference game. So we'll just have to bounce back and
yeah,
hopefully continue to improve. I saw lots of improvement this week over last week.
Oh, definitely.
And
Absolutely.
so
It's been a much better executed game. I don't know if you can see that or not, but
yeah.
Yeah, the execution was there. The fire was there,
Yeah.
much more than it was last week.
Yep.
You know, it was just, you know, we had a couple of penalties, and we talked about that botched snap. You know, 3 opportunities in the first half that just didn't materialize.
Yep.
You know, we had
3 red zone opportunities.
right.
That came away with no points.
Yep.
That hurts when it's an 8-0 ball game.
Yeah, yeah, because that starts to change the flow and the momentum of the game, and so you know, tonight it just didn't go our way, and you know, the execution I thought was really good, and again on both sides of the ball, I thought Lancaster did a really nice job tonight.
I agree.
I thought Richland Center did a really nice job tonight, both offensively and defensively. There were just some things that happened that just didn't, you know, just didn't pan out for a positive outcome for us.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, and a lot of good things though. I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of good things that we can
Right,
build
on.
off of. I really mean that, and you know, you heard me say a lot of it throughout the broadcast. But Trevin Thielman running the football, I thought he
Really nice job.
Really nice job. Colton Stibbe, same thing.
Yeah.
You know, our offensive line moving people.
Yep.
And providing opportunity. I thought blocking in general was better tonight. Tackling, it's got a ways to go.
Yeah,
yet.
still
It's
got to
a
do
ways
some
to
work
go
on
yet.
that.
But defensively, I thought we were in position a lot.
Mhm.
We did a lot of good things.
Yeah.
We what they call bent but didn't break a
Right.
lot.
Yep.
And you look at first half. I felt good, other than we just didn't punch the ball in.
Yeah.
And then we started the second half with 2 really long drives.
Yeah.
And we weren't able to capitalize, and so
lost the turnover battle.
Yeah.
I mean, and that usually is a pretty good indicator. Almost every game.
Yeah.
Whoever wins a turnover battle
Yeah.
is probably going to win the
and
contest.
Especially when the turnovers turn into points.
Yeah.
We had 2 pick sixes.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
Those
Yeah, that's a pendulum swing, pretty fast pendulum.
Yeah, and
swing
we've had
go
that
from
work
one
in our
end to the other.
favor. Think
Yeah.
about the Fenimore game with
Right.
Alec McDonald.
Yep. Yep.
2 pick sixes there.
Right.
Kind of broke Fenimore's back.
Yeah,
so
it did. It did.
It's big, and so
Yep.
yeah, but no, it was there was a lot of good things, and I hope we're able to just build off of those. And
Right.
Try
Capitalize on that
try
next
to not
week at
think
home.
so much about the things that we
Yeah.
can't control, and
Yep.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
there was enough of that.
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a tough game to call for us tonight. I'll be the first one to put out my statement, my sincere apology. I was, a little bit critical of the reffing crew tonight, so I want to extend my apology to them. Again, we're looking at things from quite a ways away, and we're not seeing everything that's out there. So I hope it's an opportunity for growth for them to take a look at that stuff, and for me too. I don't want to walk away from this tonight with an empty head and just thinking.
Well, and I'll put myself in that same category. I had some things. It's frustrating because
that's it.
It was a very emotional game.
Yep.
I mean, we were in the game at halftime
Right.
emotionally, and it's like, hey, we're battling, and
Yeah.
things are happening,
and just kind of a sequence of events
you
that
kind of feel
yeah.
like it's being taken away from
Right,
you.
right.
And maybe it was or wasn't, but you
Yep.
feel like it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep that back, and
Yep.
I struggle with that. I
Yeah.
do. So, my apology too. And
Yep.
And
we'll be the first ones to tell you, folks. It was, I would say that we kind of just got wrapped up in the emotions of the game, and here we are. So, I guess that'll do that. So next week again, Watoma here at home, parent and senior night, 7 o'clock game start. We'll try to get to you again a little bit early. Had again just a small-ish internet glitch to begin the game tonight. So hoping next week a little bit smoother start off, and we'll get going on about a 10 to 7 start, and away we go.
Absolutely.
So all right, we'll see you folks next Friday from Vitus Field.
See you next week.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.